over. So, welcome, whoever is here or not here, to Dog Pound D&D Party 1. Back
One
to
of
solo
us.
sessions. What was that?
One of us. One of us.
So, let me go post that. Rasha, to start off, as you guys are waking up and it's becoming the new day, Rashak's taking off with Party 3. They're going to go do their thing. So you guys are left in the city here. Terry, the Archmage of Clean Dravania, is now in the manor. I believe all these people are in the barracks, last I checked, right? All your slaves that get paid.
No, mercenaries! Stop calling them slaves! Everyone's gonna want to kill me every day because of this. Stop. No.
Wait, hold on. Let's pick out a character. Why the fuck is Doro still alive?
Because
What happened to Doro
Oh yeah,
left
you
with
missed that.
Rockstock?
Because Doro
Bullshit.
rolled a nat 20 on a seduction
Doro
check.
and Rashak are casually dating. Like, it's not official. Like, they didn't post it to Facebook if there was one yet. But, like, they like each other. There was a nat 1 followed by a nat 20, and then a whole bunch of rolls that he succeeded on. Where he beat her rolls out. Like, Doro was just a machine last Monday. He
Yes.
Oh
I
my
guess it's time
god.
to say sorry, Rush. I don't know how it happened. He must have just fell in and snapped all 38 of his bones somehow. We don't know.
All
I'll
right.
not assist you with killing Doro, but if you guys do it, don't tell me.
Also, Rashak owns the parts of the city labeled in black. The parts of the city labeled in teal are Elven's. And the purple is Seol.
Is that purple inside Rashak's area?
Yes, that purple inside of there does belong to Seol.
Okay.
Yeah, so you guys are waking up the morning after all of that happened with Rashak. She has just left. Go ahead and do what you're going to do. Elvin.
Oh, I would have been here with Icareth.
Wait, where's Icareth? In the manor?
Yeah, because Icareth was drugged out of his mind, and since he's been staying at
Oh,
the manor,
yeah.
I dragged him there.
We'll start over there, and then where is everybody else at the end of the night?
Tharic probably would have dragged himself back to Bartholomew's place.
All right. And then Elrid,
Elrid will be anywhere he can get alcohol.
the barracks or the inn, probably.
Probably the inn then.
House of
The
Sire
inn.
over here. J Gigs.
I have precisely zero idea what Jordy is doing.
Jordy is sleeping with Elvin in the manor.
Giggity.
Voltaire.
Voltaire is going to make sure Tornado is okay at the barracks, and he's going to be sleeping in his freshly built, like, small little prayer room that's for all the gods.
Yes. Yeah, it's like let's clean this up.
Oh yeah, that's the Ikarath and Cyrus flame combo.
There we go. So that is
Fucking
8, and that is... It was the Temple in Novastan. I think...
It's going to be changed. If I see what Voltaire's made, I'll just talk to him about it, but I don't know what he's made.
he's made a area with like a teeny tiny little shrine to every god.
Okay.
So nope, not that.
What the...
Text. Temple of every god.
Seems to work. Seems to work.
All right. I think we've allocated everybody then. So we will start with the manor.
Manor.
Actually, J-Gigs, you were in here.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, because I was bouncing around.
Elred, you slept here too, apparently.
Oh yes, I remember now. We did sleep here.
Look at that coming together.
It's all coming together. All right.
Also, why don't you tell the party how much money you are spending monthly?
Do I have to?
You don't have to, but it's amusing. How much money is he spending? Are you spending monthly?
So if I become mayor of the city, currently using predicted outcome, the city would bring in 8,640 gold total of income, from a 10% tax rate, and only 40 of that gold is left over.
Oh my god. That's not great.
No, actually,
Neither is
that's
that
exactly
bad.
how a government should run. It shouldn't have a bunch of excess profit or a bunch of waste.
Well, but for the guy who oversees all of that stuff, 40 gold is not much.
Yeah, but that's
Like to play
counting
with in case of emergencies and stuff like that.
That's putting into the idea that I am losing money due to corruption, and I have shit. All of my workers are absolute shit. As
Yeah.
well as
So this is about to be clean up the city of thieves. That's what this next chapter in D&D is going to be.
We have no idea, but
So Tharek is probably going to be swinging his hammer a lot in some heavy demolition tasks.
yeah, I have a thing written on my sheet that I have lost 5% of my total tax income to corruption because my tax collectors took 5%. I don't know that, but they have.
Well, I'm just thinking that like Ikrath hasn't even got a strip club up and running yet. So once that happens,
Okay, so also all 3 churches are going to start going under construction, and I'm currently putting that in part of the city budget in 8. I think we said 8 months, Meta. It was 8
I
months
think so.
For all.
Yeah, if you were putting it in equally and wanted them all complete
equally.
at the same time, 8 months.
So in 8 months, all 3 churches will be done: the Church of Moradin, the Church of
we're not
Lathandra?
rebuilding the Church of Nova
Flit?
Stan, are we?
we're
No,
not
they're making
rebuilding
Lathandra, Flit,
Lathandra,
and Moradin, I
Moradin.
believe.
the 3 gods that this party works with, that the parties work with.
And the Temple of Flit, that's just going to be the strip club, right?
That's
Yeah.
that's a strip
The
club.
only temple of Flit in all of the entire world.
Okay, but real question now.
What did we
Why-
call it? Rorschach's Rack?
It's up to you if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, because that'll be fun when she comes back.
Because
I was gonna say, why are you waiting 8 months when your wife could literally just cast prestidigitation and restore the buildings to their former glory?
he's building temples, not restoring the old buildings that
Not
were there.
restoring the
Because
old
remember,
buildings.
one was a slave place and one was a fighting pit.
It's taking the old
Right, but
design
think
and
about it.
rebuilding it.
The slave market would be the perfect place to have the strip club, because the place where they would have the slaves up for auction would be the stage for the strippers. Tell me I'm wrong. Rectification, Your Honor.
You would probably have some.
Could be called prison
room
racks.
Where you can have some really explicit BDSM type
Yeah, you could really.
dancing.
Oh god!
But no, Meta, pull up the map for the slave market that we have.
Oh my god!
This is very important.
Now I just imagine at the BDSM church.
Okay, so look at
Hi, honey. Come in and
The
confess your
entrance-
sins.
the entrance is where the 4 of us are, right? So number 5 is the stage for the strippers, right? G is for the auction here. 4 would be like where they make their way into the stage. All the slave shit, all the BDSM shit would have been here where all the slaves were kept. So this legitimately would be the perfect structure for the Church of Flit, because all your patrons would be out here, your bar and your staff and stuff would be back here, and your strippers would be on stage.
I hate to say it, but he's 100% accurate with all this.
The architect agrees.
And you even have a back room, like access to a back room if somebody wants a VIP room.
Also, Callian says, so Party 1 is done playing D&D and is now playing SimCity.
Well, we'll get to SimCity eventually. Right now, we're planning our strip club.
Yes.
Which, as far as I'm aware, isn't in any of the major sim games.
So,
but
well, no, you
it's
can
been a
make
while
it
since I've played one.
So, it's like The Sims. You can build a strip club instead of a house. I feel like that can work. I'm playing The Sims 4, D&D edition. And Icarus got more than enough drugs to fuel the clientele.
I don't doubt that for a second.
Oh,
turn
I don't-
God.
Yeah.
There's that.
Drugs again.
What was that, Goji?
I don't think anyone doubts that Icarus has enough drug fuel.
Well, Alvin just gave him, like, how much? Like 5 kilos total between the two?
No, it was more
No,
than
it was
that.
like 5 kilos apiece.
Oh, 10
Yeah,
kilos.
It was insane.
And he didn't even get that from him. He
Yeah, it
got
was
that
5
from Naxus.
5 kilos. 5 kilos of opium. 5 kilos of coke.
Yep.
Yeah, I bought that off of Noxus, so.
I'm
Yeah.
just going to throw this out there. I'm glad I came up with this because this was fucking brilliant.
So yeah, but you gotta get her to agree to build, to restore a house that you're planning to use for a strip club.
We have to tell her what it's for. We used to be like,
Hey,
hey,
don't
so
tell
you
her.
remember the other day when Rorschach was blowing shit up? She's gone now, so can you fix this building? That's all we have to tell her.
Why would you want to fix the slave market?
Why would I want to fix the slave market?
I mean, we can get to
How
that,
would she
but
know it's a slave market?
she knows the town.
No,
She's 3,000 years old.
She
She's
recognizes
been
the slave
around.
market when she
Oh.
sees one.
She's been around town.
yeah.
Like, she
so-
made her home in Rakoge, but, like, she's been to all the major cities. She's been around. She's got good general knowledge.
Tell her it's to cut down on the costs of rebuilding because they're going to be turning it into a church. She doesn't need to know a church to who, just that it's going to be a church.
I don't need. I'm basically just gonna build this, and then I'm gonna look at.
I'm gonna pretend we're gonna go back because this is great. You guys should discuss this in character.
Yeah, of course.
So you guys
We
are
can make
all
it out of character. I can make it in character.
you guys are waking up. Terry's still sleeping in.
Rough night in paradise.
Rough night, and here's you. No,
And Ikarath, you are probably coming to consciousness, but you are probably nowhere near completely functional.
if he comes to me, I'll give him lesser restoration, but that's only if he comes out.
I think you might need multiples of that or major restoration if that's a thing at this point.
That's like a level 5, level 6 spell. So nope. Don't have greater restoration. No, it's just with the election coming up and with having an election running pretty soon, I've got to go out there and secure the vote. Unfortunately, that involves getting more nobles involved.
See, I don't understand why you need the nobles involved because you're the savior of the city, as far as the people are concerned.
Unfortunately, nobles have a lot more gold in their pocket than I do, and they'll pay off as many people as they want to swing the vote the way they want it to go.
Well, perhaps we should rid them of their coin as we rid them of their heads.
Or
don't
we
know.
could just lock them up until after the election.
I don't know if we have enough time for all of that. And
Ikarath bursts out of his room at this moment and goes, "Oi! Have any of you seen the Deep Crow Mummy?
The what?
The Deep Crow Mummy! I swear to God, it was gonna get me, mate.
Ikarath, are you okay?
No!" And he just sits down sobbing.
Like,
Why does me head hurt so goddamn much?
man, you did quite a bit of cocaine last night. Here, and I will at least give him one cast of Lesser Restoration to start getting him not out of his hangover.
Yeah.
There's-
Okay, so you
over-
are pretty fucked up, but like you're fucked up at a normal level, like a college frat party level.
Yeah, so Icareth can deal on that.
Yeah.
He's not. This is sad, but he's not going to be firing on all cylinders, which
You,
he only has like 2 of.
He's down a cylinder.
you don't need to worry about the mummy. I'm pretty sure Miss Lippy ate him in the chaos.
Don't stand there when she shits next time, mate. There's some ancient curses gonna come out with that. That's pretty ballin' though. I wouldn't eat a mummy, would you?
No, not at
Not
all.
a chance in hell.
You see, Hydra, they
I'm pretty sure that we
eat
would
mummies now. I don't even know how you make a deep crow mummy like that. Deep crows.
All half of Icarus brain cells are gonna be on overtime.
Yep.
All 0.5 of Icarus brain cells.
But yes, it's just I don't know if we have the ability to go. I don't even know where all the nobles are at this point, especially with everything in disarray, and I don't know if I have the time to locate all of them. So,
Well, do you know at least one of them?
well, I have a support of one. I point towards Soul's room. I have his support, so I know where he is. I don't know where the rest ran off to.
Well,
I'm
maybe he
sure
knows.
could- yeah, he can point us in the right direction.
Some of well, you know where
Perhaps
some
this
of
would
them
be-
were.
Perhaps it would be better done as a two-pronged approach. You could ask Sola and see if he's willing to give up that information. In the meantime, Ikarath, you happen to have a lot of drugs, and as far as I can recall, nobles
That is
tend
because
to
drugs
like
are good
drugs.
for you.
Yeah,
I don't think that's quite accurate, but I'm pretty sure nobles like them. So we.
I mean,
might
if
be
you
able to
watch
use
the
them as
YouTube
bait.
video.
Oh yeah. And Icareth pulls one of the drug bags out, and he's like, "Where should I put it? Where should I hide to wait to jump on him when they go for the drugs?"
Oh, what is?
Oh, do you have a net?
Also, you guys hear a clank by the front door.
clank?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Does it sound like? Describe the clank. Is it like metallic? Does it
It's
sound
metallic.
like someone's beating on the door?
It's metallic.
Good morning, Miss Snipping.
The droids are here, Ran!
Is it
Where are the
there?
clones?
And there's a bucket filled with blood on the porch.
Blood?
Yep.
Is Miss
And
Lippy actually there, or is
it's
she just-
strangely silent aside from the Hydra.
Blood? Who the hell brings blood here?
There's
No,
strangely no sounds inside, aside the manor, anyways, aside from Miss Lippy Roman.
Wait a second.
Okay.
Did it-
Alred would bend down to sniff the blood to see if he can figure out what species or race it is.
Yes, Coach, you do know. I don't think that's a thing you'd be able to do by smell.
Smell or taste.
I don't think. Is there a differentiation in species blood, races bloods?
Well, it depends on how much iron would be in the blood because that can alter the taste. Because if you hear a lot of people say that blood tastes like pennies
Wait,
because of all the metallic qualities in the blood. So if someone has more iron, if a race has more iron in their blood than another race, most likely it'll taste more
But where
metallic
would
and less.
where would Elrid have gotten that skill? Where are you tasting other species' blood?
That's the creepy part.
Yeah, so if you have a
That's the part that we
reason,
made
I'll let you attempt it, but I want to hear this backstory.
That's the part we don't want to know.
Right? Elrid is secretly a serial killer. It is not my headcanon, I'm telling you.
There's a serial killer standing next to another serial killer. This is great. So,
In his time in the fighting pits, Alred had tasted a lot of enemy blood when his weapons were like disarmed from him.
I'll allow it at triple disadvantage, and survival is the skill. So 3 dice.
Just
So roll
Roll
survival
3
at
times.
disadvantage once, and then roll a single dice of survival one more time.
Yeah.
Wow.
15.
It tastes humanoid.
15.
Tastes like human blood, I guess.
Albert stands up and says it's human blood.
Oh my god! It's the nobles! They've come for the blood!
Hold on.
No, the drugs. They are the blood. Wait.
What?
Icarus, do me a favor. Can you do me a huge favor? Can you go up to the room, your room, wait 5 minutes, and then come back out with a kilo of cocaine?
Oh my god. Is that where the cocaine is?
I don't know where it is. I just need you to get it, and I need you to
It's still
in 5
holding the
minutes.
bag of cocaine he took out earlier.
Yeah. I need you to come back and bring it out in exactly 5 minutes.
Okay. And Icarus goes upstairs.
And I'll look at Alvin and say, and that's how you deal with a drug addict. I bought us 5 minutes. Now, can we look at this bucket and see if there's anything peculiar about it that might indicate who left it here?
And while that's happening, we're going to flip real quick back to the City of Thieves. And we're going to Voltaire.
Alrighty, I'm waking up in my fancy schmancy little prayer room. Just, good morning, gods I care nothing about. Today's such a nice day. Well, maybe we should. What should I do today? Ulfric needs to get elected. There are still idiots at the guard house. The slave market and the. I think they said it was a fighting arena are destroyed.
Yes.
Well, I guess I could go see Ulfric. Wonder how he's doing. Of course. And I just start to whistle. I can't whistle. I whistle.
Okay.
Tornado! Tornado! Thank you.
You're welcome.
Here, boy!
You can drag him on because I made you a person. Yep, there you go.
Right to Ulfric.
All right. So you will be approaching Alvarex by the time things are happening. So you will be going there. Thalrak.
Alright, so Thalrak is waking up in, Bartholomew's shop. Is Bartholomew around, or is he still probably sleeping everything off?
He definitely got shit-faced at the assistant's barracks
Oh, yeah.
and is still shit-faced.
Okay.
You forced me to take 3
Alright,
shots with
well,
you.
or
by
is
the
he
way, Tyler.
still...
Oh, yeah, Thalrak. Yeah. Oh, so, yeah, tell Thalrak what he did, because Thalrak, you did things.
Thalrak, you gave me an ultimatum.
Oh?
You said that you would stay in the city so that I can finish the election and get stuff running in the city before we leave. Only if I took 3 shots with you.
That sounds exactly what I would do, and I am fully okay with this.
I've played enough with some of you guys that if you're missing, you have to cut early. I feel just the teeniest bit confident that I can play your characters in at least a passably resembling your character's way. I think I did that for Ikarath too, because I think you did
Ikarath
5 or
did
8 lines all at
8
once.
lines of cocaine.
8 lines all at once.
Mm-hmm.
That works out beautifully.
That's some lung capacity.
And you passed out on your back, but occasionally you'd pop up for like a quarter second to make some smart ass comment and then fall back down, being unconscious.
Now, the real question is, Alvin, did you survive the 3 shots?
Yes, I was pretty drunk, but due to Callian helping me, he gave me lesser restoration immediately after.
Also, Ikarath has larger than average lungs confirmed. I mean, also, he's always underwater with the Kraken, so you know what, Ikarath? You get double the amount of time you can hold your breath.
Fuck yeah!
So basically 2 minutes plus 2 times your con mod. That's your breath timer.
Yeah.
That's a lot of time.
So anywho, so if Bartholomew is absolutely not in his shop, Thorak's gonna pick up and be like, "Alright, I need to look for people and see what the hell's going on."
All right. Then you will be arriving at right around the same time as Voltaire. While you guys are standing around a bucket of blood, so you guys can drag yourselves on.
Okay, didn't Voltaire say something along the lines of he used blood for the piano?
I don't know. Can I investigate the bucket? Like, are there markings? Are there handprints? Anything?
No, but if you want to be investigative, you can totally roll something that would be like that.
Okay,
Yeah,
my
no.
int mod is crap.
Okay, no, but yeah, no, it's just like a standard like bucket that you would, carry water or vegetables or I don't know, it's a metal bucket and it's full of
This-
blood.
Is a bucket. Dear
What about?
God.
Okay, so let me. This probably isn't going to help much. Do I see any discernible footprints in the ground near the bucket? Like, not on the concrete, obviously, but like on the grass.
Yeah, roll investigation, I would guess. Or tracking?
Survival.
Survival?
Which is actually worse.
There's some leading out.
Okay. So I'm gonna let Alvin and Elred know. So I see whoever left this here most likely was not kind enough to take the road because I see footprints over here. I'm gonna investigate the around the building, see what I can find.
All right, I trust your judgment here.
Elred grabs his axe and follows.
Hey, look, and Voltaire's showing up. And Thalrak is showing up while you guys are doing that.
Good morning, Voltaire.
Top of the morning to you, Overek. Is that a blood bucket? You got
Yes.
Oh.
What do you mean I got one?
Well,
As
it was
well.
left at the doorstep, I think, of a family, a single mother and her children, maybe. I don't know. But I took it because I needed to make the piano pick.
Okay, wait, hold on.
Oh, alright, so Voltaire gets a good morning, I get nothing? Alright.
Good morning, Thalrak. Good morning. Sorry.
No, it's already late. It's
No,
already
no, no,
late.
no, no. Good morning. I'm
All
sorry. He brought up blood, and blood and showing up in your doorstep in the morning. That's not exactly the greatest thing.
Wait,
Especially,
someone's giving out blood as a gift?
I
I
planted
don't
the
think
bucket
it's a
full of
house
blood.
present.
Weird.
Is this something new? This isn't something I remember here having happened in Safe Falls while I was here.
And real quick, while that's happening, Jordy and Elred follow tracks into the kitchen and then into the kitchen's room, and you see blood all over the bed and no sign of Chef Dilly.
So at this point, I'm going to come through the doors here and around Miss Lippy, and I'm going to. So I'm fairly certain I found, with the assistance of Elred, who this blood belongs to.
And it's been 5 minutes, Icareth.
Icareth comes. He slams the door of his room open and he goes, 5! Ready or not, here I come! And he runs downstairs and immediately sees all you guys and says, "You guys don't understand the game, do you? Whatever. Hey, is that a bucket of blood?
No, see,
You
Icareth,
ever get deja vu?
we aren't the ones who are hiding. See, we're trying to figure out where the body that this blood came from is hiding. And now we know whose body
Ah.
it is. Alvin, when was the last time you saw your chef?
Chef, didn't he?
He may or may not be
She.
dead based on the amount of blood in his
I
bed.
saw
Either that or
her.
he has very, very serious problems resulting in blood-based diarrhea.
I saw her, I believe, yesterday,
Probably, yeah. You would have seen her before you went to bed last night when you came in.
but I didn't. I could have swore she was alive last night. She did say she was dealing with some sort of bleeding problem, though.
See, I can see why you might have dismissed that, because all women have that problem.
Yes.
What? That's a joke now, isn't it?
Do we need sex ed for Ikarath?
Yes.
Apparently, so.
Wait a minute, what is he still doing here? And I'm pointing at Ikarath.
In today's session of D&D, we teach Ikarath about sex.
Birds and the bees. Brought by Shalrat.
Callian was fed up with. Oh, Ikarath, I have a message for you.
Oh! Is it about the bucket of blood? Because that seems pretty important.
No, it's something else. Callian, Cyrus, and Wes, and Rosalind say their best wishes to you. But they did decide to leave you behind again due to your drug addiction. Wes was against it, but it's okay, Ikarath. You can stay with us now.
Oh my god. They've gone to get me more drugs. I love those guys.
Wait, he's going to what?
He's coming along with us now, Voltaire, whether we like it or not.
Could you excuse me one moment?
If you need to go scream obscenities, would you prefer me to cast a silence around you so you don't have to worry about people hearing you?
I'm going to walk up to this wall and just begin punching it as hard as I can.
Unarmed?
Okay.
It a little bit cracked beneath your punch. There's some cracks in that wall now, and you guys hear a loud thump noise.
Oh my god, is he making another bucket of blood? Did we need this for something?
No, we need to figure out what the hell's going on. Oh, God. Why does it seem every time I try to do something that some other thing comes up?
The tracks seem to diverge out behind the building as well. They don't just come around here and stop. There's actually two sets outside the door out back.
Actually, there's sets going backwards and forwards. So if I did that thing, it's right click, I think. So the way that they look are like...
So it's like one set of tracks over top of itself.
Yeah, and then like all the way down back to you guys, and then all the way back and that way.
Okay.
So kind of like that kind of a path.
And I look at Voltaire. If you ever need a moment of silence, just let me know.
I'm fine. Silence is
Okay.
boring.
Well, if you need anything, let me know.
Hey, Ikarath, I have a question for you.
No, it's me.
Are you the least bit upset that your friends left you behind?
No, not if they're gonna go get me more drugs. They're good people.
Ikarath's just so trusting. You know who Ikarath needs to meet? He needs to meet Bartender Barry with his essential oils
Oh no.
and his protein shakes. He makes 6 figures a month from home in his spare time.
Oh, please let me tell him.
No.
Crush his dreams so much.
No, we need him functional for the moment. Hey, Ikarath, how would you like to kill whoever left us this bucket of blood?
Yep, I would. That. Yes. Is the blood magical?
No, it's
No.
not magical. It's just...
Did you just
know
drink
haven't
it?
Checked yet.
We're not drinking the blood. No.
That's disgusting. It's not even been fermented yet. It's just. Yuck. No,
Fermented
but-
blood, new drink at Flitz Strip Club.
Has anybody checked to see if?
Well, it's probably not magical since we determined that it's human.
How did you determine that?
Oh yeah, Elred did drink the blood.
Elred tasted it.
It helps that we know whose blood it is. Belongs to the chef, who is, believe it or not, a human.
I've never met the chef, so.
She's a very nice
Oh my
lady.
god!
What?
The
A
chef?
very nice lady.
I thought she was a dill pickle.
So we need to figure out who killed the pickle. Will you come with me and assist me in
Oh!
the adventure?
Where is the pickle
Yes.
coming from?
Her name is Chef Dilly Dharak.
Alright, you need to pray.
This is
Right,
Sorry.
pickle doesn't get ya.
this is getting
What
out
did
of
you say,
control.
Alric?
I need to pray for the lot of you.
Well, then I can take you somewhere to pray.
No.
Where, where are you going to take him to pray, Voltaire?
You remember the old Church of Nova Stain?
Yes?
There's a new building there.
What?
Yes. There's a shrine for every god. It's not very big.
It's like a bunch of teeny little shrines just scattered throughout the ruins that are mostly cleaned up and like the rubble is put to the side, kind of like, like a little barrier.
I appreciate that, Voltaire, very much, but we may have to choose a slightly different location for that in the end.
And why is that?
Well, I did promise 3 people who have said they worship gods that I would build them their churches here in the town. And that
So
was-
your city's officially endorsing a religion, making those who do not follow one of those 3 religions alienated from the rest of the city.
No, I don't plan on doing that at all, Voltaire. If there's
Ah,
no churches...
You promise people churches. That means you, technically the mayor, at least for a time, made the city officially endorse 3 religions, making those who do not worship those 3 religions alienated from the rest of the city who do worship those 3 religions.
Tanner, shut the fuck up.
I get that a lot.
Voltaire,
What he's meant by that? Christ.
I have to design. There's a lot that goes into setting up all of this stuff in the end, and I haven't even gotten the paperwork filled out, less alone the election done, so it's not a guaranteed yet.
Do you know if anyone's running against you?
Most likely whoever the other
The slave collar
Nobles put
people have
against
put
me.
somebody against you.
yeah, so it's whoever put someone.
There's a
against
poor
me in the end.
a poor people candidate as well, but he's not really being ascribed much legitimacy. They're just like, hey, there's like 50 of them. They're all like, hey, we're gonna be the next mayor. This is gonna change our lives. So you got like a bunch of people running against you, but only one real competitor.
So, because of my plan to drastically reduce this town's fucking tax rate, because the last mayor was running a tax rate of 45% on this city, my
Good
plan is to
lord.
reduce it to 10.
45% is criminal.
Yes, 10% is the only thing that those in the poor class could survive on.
Yeah, out of character, we spent like 3 or 4 hours building an entire city management system.
So, unfortunately, because of the corruption of nobles, for the time being, I have to fight fire with fire, which means I have to gain noble support to obtain the rest of the vote I need to succeed.
Well, you better hope they find out who that bucket of blood is from, or else I don't think the other candidates will be having much competition anymore if what they're planning is going to come to fruition.
Yes, and unfortunately, with Carrion gone, I don't exactly have a. Oh dear. That's certainly one way to go about it.
Wait, why are we killing their couch?
Oh, it was a typo.
I know, but it's a good typo.
But yes, I have to look. Hopefully, those two. I think those three can handle it. I've done enough of the murder side of things right now. I need to focus on the more on the democracy side of things here. And
I wish good luck
unfortunately,
to you.
corrupted democracy, my least favorite.
Mayor, being a mayor is not a fun job from what I've seen.
Oh, and Voltaire.
Yes,
I would like to have ultimately established all the churches, but I have to be gentle about it, or we're just gonna end up another Ereford,
alrighty.
a city that only uses money to buy people. So, to support their god and uses it to gain their currency. The more people they have, the better. But we'll see how it goes.
Alright.
All right.
Well, I do recommend checking someone who might be tied to any mob.
All of a sudden, you hear running and screaming and wailing and
What?
you
From
hear
where?
coming
Where?
towards the house
From which
From
direction?
where?
from down south.
Prepare
Oh,
yourself.
Hey, that's not the direction you grabbed.
Doro?
And Doro
Better be
shows up.
happy screams.
And Doro, one second, I gotta adjust the thing here.
Hello, Doro.
Alvin, Alvin.
Jordy walks up and slaps him across the face. Get it together, man! Speak full sentences!
Unarmed.
Is that strength or dex?
Oh.
It's only Dex for monks.
Oh, yeah, I miss.
Oh yeah, you slapped him, but not very well. And he's like pointing
Slap him
back
again.
there and looking and pointing and.
Slap
Dodo!
him again.
Full sentences!
That's better.
There you go. You whack him. He goes. He's dead. She's dead. She's dead.
Who's dead?
Shelly,
Oh
that?
dear.
why do you have a bucket too? Did you kill her?
Looks like- No, Chef. Mike,
Did
it seems
the
Chef-
Mean Dragon Man kill her? The Mean
did
Dragon
not.
Man has buckets of blood. He said it. He said it at the
No,
place. He
I
had a
read
bucket,
about it.
and now there's a bucket here, and there's a bucket. See, he's everywhere the buckets are. He killed. He wasn't
Dodo.
satisfied with destroying our place. He has to
Jordy slaps
kill
him
her.
again.
Doro, do not make me cast
I
silence on you
cannot.
to put you on timeout.
I slap him a third time. Breathe and let us speak.
Doro, I just woke up to this blood, and I have tracks that show that someone came into my house and murdered my chef. It's somewhere, either early morning or last night. Voltaire just showed up right now, sleeping in his little shrine church that he has built. So it is not him.
Oh my god. Somebody's been murdered?
Well, I pull out my investigator's badge and put it on my shirt. I wasn't the investigator of this town for nothing.
Oh, what were you the investigator of the town for then?
To investigate crime. And it looks like we have a crime on our hands.
Oh my god, that's perfect because you can investigate it.
Yes, that's.
The whole point.
I pat Ikarath on the head. You'll understand eventually.
No, I think I understand now. But what's the bucket got to do with anything?
What?
Okay, Ikarath, let me see if I can explain this to you. And Jordy's gonna like throw his arm around him and get him real close. Let me see if I can explain this to you. Where
Okay.
does human blood come from?
Dwarves. No, wait, hold up.
I like
Women.
it's having an aneurysm right now.
Okay, let me explain it to you another way.
No, you just said
hold
earlier
on.
blood comes from women. It's a thing. Apparently.
Okay, let's pause for a second. Okay, That's
You
true,
did
but
say
that's
that.
not what we're talking about right now. If you were to take the amount of blood that is in this bucket out of your body, what would happen to you? You'd die, wouldn't you?
Should we try? I don't know. Should we try?
No,
We said you should
Callion!
not.
No! We don't have time to discuss how much blood one can drip out of their own body. For now, we have to figure out what the hell's going on. Doro,
Oh, I think
let's head
somebody's
over
been killed.
Yes, Ikra, that is very much clear today. First, let us figure out what the hell's going on. Doro, I will head over to the guardhouse with you. Jay Giggs, Geordie, did you see anything along your journeys up to the northern side of the manor?
Oh, the tracks disappeared in the street.
Oh, so that's a bit of a dead end there, and it's probably too much foot traffic around here that we most likely won't be able to find something there. So I will have to go with Doro to check out the guardhouse to see what we're able to find there. If anyone wants to, we might want to start looking around town to see if we see any more instances of these blood buckets showing up.
I'd like to check how warm the blood is.
I don't know how. I don't know the physics of blood.
So blood inside your body is at 98.6 degrees, and as it interacts with the air, it slowly approaches the temperature of the outside air.
Yeah, but how slowly?
It also scabs over.
I don't know mechanics, dude.
We're
You
gonna-
can tell if it's colder than his skin by a little or a lot.
Think of it like water. Like if you pour ice water or just refrigerated water out into a cup, like it's not going to take long.
I'd say it's barely warm.
Day.
Like
Okay,
the
so it takes
teeniest,
12
tiniest
It
bit.
takes, so while it's in your body, it takes 12 hours.
Yeah, but it also depends on how hot or cold the day
Because
is.
your body's
Yeah.
the insulator at that point. So
We're
it's
gonna
not-
say it's
not
barely
gonna go out.
warmer than ambient.
This blood isn't exactly fresh, but it isn't exactly old.
So
They've done this a bit more. It had to be last night, but not that much.
You know, Doro, you're a supporter of me, correct?
Correct.
Chef Dilly would have been a supporter of me if they're under the fact that if I became mayor.
You know, this makes me wonder that maybe we're on the same
He
train of
tilts
thought
his
here, but
head.
who is your biggest opponent here in this?
The
upcoming-
slave collar people have put 1/4 for themselves.
And Jordy's just immediately going to look at Elrid and say, "Hey, Elrid, how would you like to go kill some slavers?"
Howard pops up and just says, "Point me in their direction."
Well,
and say
technically,
no
they're
more."
not slavers. They just make the equipment.
They
He-
make the
that's-
equipment to create slaves.
Well, yes,
That's
I'm-
which is
I'm
not
just-
how Jordy get.
I'm
That is
just making
100%
sure
how
that
Jordy is wording it.
Out of character, that there's a distinction.
Yeah.
In character, I am 100% on board with this.
So, if you wanted to first figure out if this is the truth, I have my suspicions. Okay, before I leave, I have to do a couple of things here. Doro, start heading over to the guardhouse. Make sure the rest of the
I
guards.
can't
are
go
awake
without
and
you,
aware.
Elvin!
What was that?
I can't go without you.
Hmm?
I can't go without you.
Then okay, fine. I will go in just a second. I need to make sure everyone in this house is awake, because if this
Doro
person
runs
is-
in and starts banging on things and hitting walls. Get
Does
up! Get
Doro
up!
walk
Get up!
in?
Get up!
No,
Get up!
no,
Get up!
Wait. Does Doro walk in? He hasn't been informed by Miss Lippy yet.
He does. That would be 8 attacks of opportunity.
Oh
Hey, Doro, it
no!
was nice knowing you.
I'm sorry, but it's like everyone. I've actively had to. Oh no!
yeah.
2 natural 20.
Oh no!
Doro go fucking die.
Today, children, we learn about breaking and entering in D&D and why it's a bad idea.
I've had to actively tell every single person, so I'm like, I'm not letting Doro off.
Oh my
Oh,
This is a stand
Oh,
your ground
Jesus
stick.
Christ. 41
shock,
damage.
shock check, motherfucker! That guy's gonna make a shock check. No,
Especially
no.
he didn't just die.
He passes out after he gets the shit bit out of him.
I'm like, oh shit, Miss Slippy.
Jordy
As-
is immediately going to pull out one of his swords and say, "Can I please finish him?"
I'm not letting
Oh
you
my
just
god,
kill
guys,
him.
do we need another bucket full of blood? Because
No, we
this guy's
can't.
got plenty.
I pull out a thing of honey and put it on meat and hold it up for Miss Sleepy. Here! Take this.
Zara just looks at you all and goes, should I be prepared to revivify him?
No,
If
it
he
should,
dies, don't.
it should be fine. I'm giving Miss Slippy a treat. Miss Slippy, here, have
Yeah,
some meat
she'll
and
eat it.
honey. And I...
Because that's rewarding her, right?
She's a good guard Hydra.
She's a good god, Hydra. A random person who I haven't told her about walked into my house and immediately she attacked. She is a good girl.
she
That's
she kind of bobs her head up and down at the words "good girl."
So
Cordell's a little
I'm-
bit like,
You know, I should have thought about it. It slipped my mind. Thankfully, Doro's already pissing his pants, so it's probably better that I go without him. But I need to wake up Soul, Noxus, and Terry before I leave. Otherwise, they might end up into a blood mess like we've left before, Jordy.
Oh, yes, that's fair.
Oh, and Jor-El, Elrid, you're going to want to act anonymously. Because if they know it's you, then they can tie both of you back to Ulvrek, therefore lowering his public image. You're going to need masks and costumes.
That's
so
Jordy's
happens that-
specialty.
Aspect of disguise.
Good.
Thalrak,
Yes.
could I trouble you?
For what?
Can you head over to the assistant's barracks and start warning people there? I might need to get my mercenaries involved with this, and we also need to make sure. I believe if Bartholomew stayed the night there, we should ensure that he is also up and running and aware of what's going on. We need to,
They're not currently in a bucket.
yes.
Alright, there was no blood outside his house this morning, so I'm going to assume he's not a target. But yeah, I'll go warn the barracks.
I grab Doro, and because he's passed out, and I will pull him into the dining room.
Anything else you need?
No, that's all I'll need.
Do you want me to come back here when I'm done, or do you want me to stay there?
I'm not sure here.
Coming back it is, and he just starts walking off.
Okay, fair enough. So yeah, I'm gonna go upstairs and wake up everyone up here on this floor.
okay.
So
Do that.
Terry's first.
So what's
yeah.
up? What?
There might be a problem.
What problem?
I have some theories, and I would hope that I'm wrong, but it might be that there's a murderer trying to eliminate me from the election.
A murderer?
Yes, we're citing blood. Apparently, blood buckets are showing out in front of places that are supporting me at the moment. So, and we've found the chef of this the manor has wound up dead. Possibly, we're not sure, but there's a bucket of blood in front of the house that's most likely hers. And also, Shelley, one of the guards at the guardhouse, is dead, and there's a bucket of blood there too.
I like where he's taking this. This is not where I thought it was going.
So, there's some problems.
Oh, that sounds icky.
I have to go off of my initial
Jeez,
gut as an investigator, and my gut tells me that someone's trying to eliminate me and is first taking out those of my supporters. So I'm waking you up because we need to be. Everyone should be awake. When you're asleep, you're at your most vulnerable.
All right, where should I go?
I'm honestly, as long as you should probably barricade the kitchen because of the back entrance. Beyond that, if you're with Miss Lippy, she just knocked out Doro because she doesn't know him. In
I'll stay with
less
Miss
than a
Lippy.
second. So as long as you're near Miss Lippy, you should be fine. And I hand her a bit of honey, and it's like, here, this should. If she gets rowdy, you can just give her some of this, and she'll be happy.
Yeah, I'm gonna ride a Hydra.
And I go over to Noxus's room
And she
wake him up.
clambers up no problem on top of the Hydra and pets
Okay,
it.
good. I wake Noxus and Soul up both.
Yep.
Especially with Soul. I'm like, Soul, I would wake up if I were you.
Why?
Do you know about the buckets showing up around town?
Yes, it's been happening for a few weeks. At least there's been rumors of buckets of blood showing up next to houses.
Chef Dilly is most likely dead, and it might be her blood in front of the manor today.
Damn, I really like those ginger snaps.
Yes, it's quite unfortunate. So I'm only saying this because as an investigator, my gut feeling says the person has started targeting people who are supporters of me. And they might be trying to eliminate me from this upcoming election.
I think I will barricade that door.
Yep. I have an ability to send a message to people. If I send a message to you, that's the only reason you open the door. Understood?
Understood.
All right.
So he barricades the door.
All right. Oh dear, Doro. He's not waking up, is he?
No.
Would a healing potion wake him up?
A healing potion.
Or a healing?
No, a medicine check.
Medicine check.
Medicine check.
All right, let's do a medicine check. Ah, medicine check. Not my best skill, but not my worst. 11.
Yeah, you can wake him up.
Doro.
He's bleeding pretty heavily, though. Oh, what?
Terribly sorry about the Hydra.
He looks at Alvin. You ruined my clothes.
I cast mending on his clothes.
All right. Oh, good job, Alvin.
I have that spell because my clothes also get destroyed, Doro. I understand.
So that's why you married the lolly.
Huh? What? No. Yes, I like to be clean and have nice clothes on, but no. Doro, I'm terribly sorry. Miss Lippy, Doro, Miss Lippy. Hydra that was underneath the far mare estate off in the distance next to the coast.
It's a big
I
height.
brought her
That's a
here.
big pet.
She's
What
a
kind of
good
dog
kid.
is it?
An infernal lizard. Let's go with that.
That's not a dog.
She's a good girl, right? That's all you need to know.
Good girl. And he raises his hand, and because she's used to, Rosalind, she puts her head down and he kind of rubs her head.
Slinging slasher. Oh no. All right, Doro, let's head to the
Leonardi.
guardhouse. Everyone else, I think Elred and Jody, you guys are creating
Yeah, I'd be making disguises.
disguises for yourselves. So, good luck with that. Tharak is heading off to do what I asked him. Voltaire, I don't know what.
I might go check out one of this opponent's, I guess, one of his election rallies, if he has any.
All right. And Ikarath, you're coming with me. Come on.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, where's everyone going?
Tharak, I asked him to go to my assistant's barracks.
Okay.
To check up on Bartholomew and the mercenaries. I'm going with Doro to the guardhouse. Elred and Jordy are creating disguises.
Disguises that make us look like we work for Eduardo, and then we're going to the people who make the slave
J.
collars.
Giggs and who is?
Elred.
Okay. Elred, you are. Oh, no, drag you on. There you are.
And Voltaire is going to be going to see if he can catch one of the rallies
For the opponent.
for the opponent.
Okay. I think I've averaged Icarus with Alvin.
Yes.
So we will first resolve Thalrak
Okay.
in the best map in the game.
Delete myself. And my drinks.
Ikarath. Oh, there you see. That's where you ended up, Ikarath.
What's the one skull on the left?
Poison.
Poison.
Poisoned.
Too much drugs?
Yeah.
Wes and Callion aren't
I have an
here.
idea for next time that happens, by the way. It's gonna be so much worse.
All right.
Somebody's missing.
Bartholomew was missing. He was in here, and then he got deleted.
Oh, oops.
And Ferdinand is gone too.
I'll have to grab them.
I was just saying, like, oh shit, did we lose those two?
No.
Okay, good. So I just gave Ferdinand his pay. All the guards got a pay raised. So.
Minus the 5% tax.
Oh no, this stuff comes out of my pocket. It's not city pay.
Okay.
They're on my payroll, not the city
Yeah.
payroll. I pay them out of my own pocket.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, Thar's gonna walk in, just like take a look around and see what the state of the barracks is.
We don't have any other monsters right now, Jake Higgs. But
When it comes,
If you want to rename one of my soldiers to that, like the Alvric Dravania Malkarth,
Venstein, we can
Venstein
do
of
that.
Dravania,
New
we can
Venstein.
rename them to Mojo Jojo.
There we go. Now they last so much longer. You see these guys at the tables looking hungover as all hell. They're like eating some like basic breakfast like eggs and toast and stuff, and you know, start the morning with an ale.
Alright. Thar's gonna make his way towards the tables and like open area, and then when he sees Bartholomew passed out on the stage, he's gonna go, alright.
Thank
Well,
you so
then-
much, Keo.
And he's gonna
How you
start
doing,
looking
buddy?
around. I can't remember who's the one that owns the bar. I can't remember now. My mind's going blank. It's
Who owns the bar?
Yeah, oh, the barracks.
Sandy, who owns the barracks?
Yeah, like who runs it basically.
Alvin.
I own this
Ferdinand.
place. Ferdinand runs it, though. He's
Okay,
the head.
Ferdinand runs it. Okay, that's what I was trying to remember is who runs it.
Ferdinand is the original mercenary that we spared, and then I said I would hire him to be
Yeah.
my personal mercenary
That-
band.
Okay, yeah, sorry, my mind went blank on which one was actually the like runner of all the mercs at this point. Alright, so Thar's gonna look around. He's gonna leave Bartholomew, or he's gonna at least walk up to Bartholomew on the stage and just kind of like not shake him, but give him like a light tap with his foot to make
Oh,
sure
that's
he's-
not a stage. No, he's on the dueling piano and he's
That's the
passed
piano
out.
table.
Oh, that's right, that's the piano. Okay, so Thar's at least gonna like give him a little shake. That's why no. Thor's just gonna leave him be back to these guys at the table here and be like, "You guys know what a Ferdinand is? I need to talk to him."
Yeah, I think he's asleep.
Alright.
I heard he got a promotion to Commander Ferdinand.
Yeah, that's kind of why I need to talk to him.
They all got a pay grade up.
Yeah, but if he runs it,
Yeah.
I'm gonna look across the four of them and be like, "Look, can you just make sure that that one he's pointing to Bartholomew doesn't go anywhere until I come back?"
I don't think he's going anywhere. He was still drinking as of like 15 minutes ago.
Alright, that helps.
We ran out of alcohol at the bar. It's the only reason he stopped.
I
Alright.
didn't even have them restocked last night. God damn it, Bartholomew.
I'm just gonna thank them, and then he's gonna go in the back and start looking for Ferdinand.
As you're walking past here, you hear clinkling of the glass.
Which area do I hear the king?
My office.
Oh, the office. Okay, because there was no ping there for a minute there. Okay. Dark's gonna poke his head in to the office and be like,
Harvitz, you see this mutant guy with this tentacled hand out, and he just kind of like looks over and whips head over and just is like staring at you and not moving.
"What are you doing in here?"
He just keeps staring at you and not moving.
Lad, I asked you what you're doing in here. You got about 3 seconds before you meet my hammer.
His
Why?
knees are starting to tremble, but he's still not saying anything.
Lad, I have a chance. You gotta tell me what you're doing in here.
He just looks at the booze
Sorry,
and he
sorry.
looks back at you, and he looks at the booze and he looks back at you.
Tarek is gonna draw his hammer and he's going to swing it at him.
All right. Roll to hit.
And oh, I forgot to ask this because I never used the advantage that I had from the battle that I had from forging. Does that carry over into the day, or I can't remember what we said?
It's got to be refreshed each day.
Okay, so it's gone. Even though I
Yep.
didn't use it, it's gone. All right, cool.
Yep.
That's fine.
You hit.
All right, and this is two-handed. I forgot to say that before I rolled.
Yep.
That's 12 damage to him.
And he gets knocked back onto the ground and is prone and has wet himself, but is still conscious.
Lad, you're clearly not wanting the fight. Like as soon as Tharek sees the wet pants, he's just gonna like stow his hammer on his back. He's just gonna walk up to him and kind of like crouch right in front of him. You're gonna tell me exactly what you're doing in here. I don't want to hurt you.
I just wanted to drink.
You just wanted a drink.
Yeah,
You couldn't tell me that before.
you're scary.
I'm scary.
You're scary.
I have to be. You're stealing the classy booze. You didn't have permission to be in here. And you didn't answer me after I gave you numerous times to do so. And a countdown, mind you. Now here's what you're gonna do. Here is exactly what you're gonna do. You're going to come out of this office with me. You are going to stay by my side, and if you try to run, my hammer will meet your kneecaps. And we will deal with this when we talk to Alvin. However, and Tharak's gonna Tharak's gonna put a hand on his shoulder, and he's gonna cast Cure Wounds on the guy.
Okay.
So he gets 7 healing.
All right.
So he gets 7 hit points back to heal up a little bit, and he goes, "Now come with me. You're gonna come with me. I need to talk to Ferdinand, and then we're gonna go see Alvin. At the very least, you can work on repaying the cost of the booze, or even finding a way to restock it. But you don't come in here again. Do you understand me?"
He nods his head and then just kind of like hangs it. His whole body's like bent over.
Is this like a young kid or something?
Yeah, he's a young kid. He's also a mutant.
He's a bit of an eldritch horror.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, no, I saw the tentacle arm. I just didn't know if he was like,
No, he's young. He's probably 11 or 12.
oh Christ, I hit it. Goddamn weird. Tharak's muttering that to himself as he like leads him out. But he had like flashbacks of the freaking breakfast ruining with all the tentacle arms. And he's gonna lead the kid back, and he's gonna start looking through the barracks, and he's gonna keep the kid like in his eyesight, just to make sure the kid's following him.
Yep.
And he's also gonna make sure that door is shut.
Yep.
And then he's gonna start like knocking on the doors to see if anyone answers.
Commander Ferdinand was
Ferdinand, alright. Listen, Alvin sent me here for a very specific reason. Can you make sure that the mercenaries are ready to go if needed? Apparently there are buckets of blood appearing. So far we've had one in front of Doro's place and one in front of Alvin's place that I'm aware of. If you don't mind sending a couple mercenaries on patrol to not to raise alarms, but just, make sure that people are safe, and if there are any other buckets of blood that we find them, or at least someone reports them to the mercenary guild.
He says, understood.
Alright.
And he walks over and he says, Harvich, docks. And then he knocks on the door. Alvarak, warehouse district. And he kind of like walks along and continues doing that.
Starbuck's gonna turn and go, Ferdinand, you're a little Harvich man. You're a little Harvich boy here. Broke into Alvin's office and was stealing some booze.
Harvich, why did you do that? The elf man said to. That said I could.
What elf man said you could?
The one with the mighty lungs.
Is just gonna face home like, Christ. What do you think's a fair punish for him, Ferdinand? I don't want to drag him across town if you're gonna need him. Do you think he should just work extra to pay off his debt for the booze?
Did you actually drink any? And Harvard shakes his head. I just gotten in.
Alright. And did I notice that at all?
You could have, yeah.
Thinking,
You just heard, yeah, I mean, you could have noticed it.
okay, I'm gonna go back to the office just to confirm his claim. Because all I heard was the clicking of glasses, so I assumed he was already in them. Or at least was being where he shouldn't have been for that purpose, so...
Yeah, you go back in, and none of them are actually opened.
Alright, Thar's gonna come back, and he's gonna walk up to Harvich, and he's gonna tap his shoulder again and be like, look, next time I ask you why are you in a room, you have to answer me, okay?
He nods his head furiously.
I'm sorry I hit you with my hammer, but you weren't answering, and I was afraid that something wrong was already happening. We just got through a citywide attack. I'm still a little bit on edge, and I want to make sure that nothing is going to happen to the townspeople, which now includes you. Because now I feel bad that I hit you. It wasn't my intention to hit you as hard as I did, but also you didn't give me an answer.
I was scared.
I understand you were scared, but if I'm trying to be polite and give you every opportunity to answer me, you shouldn't wait till my hammer hits you, you wet your pants, to finally answer me.
I'm sorry, dwarf man.
He's gonna cast Cure Wounds on him again just to make sure he's fully healed up there. Fully healed up, basically.
Yep, he is.
And Tharak's just gonna be like, look, just call me Tharak. I'm not trying to be scary. I'm intimidating because I have to be at times. It's not like I do it on purpose, but I try to be nice regardless.
Tharak is really struggling with himself right now.
Oh, yeah, Tharak just feels bad because, like, he honestly thought that they were breaking into Alvin's office either looking for something or trying to steal something. And when given the opportunity to answer, they didn't, so he had to go with
Oh no, I
option B.
understand why.
Like,
I just like it.
He's like, he just feels bad because they're like, you were scary. And he's like, I'm not trying to be. I tried to give you all the benefit of the doubt to, like, tell me why you're here.
Sure.
You didn't, so it's your own fault. Like, he's not conflicting with himself, but he's still up. Like, he's not fully mad, but he's just like, you idiot. Just be honest. And with that, he's just gonna, like, head out.
Yep. So they
He's
are.
good.
Go ahead.
And then he's gonna make his way back towards the mansion where he left Alvin and everybody.
Okay, and people are patrolling all throughout the city. And then Voltaire.
All right. Are there any rallies for the main opponent going on at the moment?
There's people going door to door.
I want to stop by one of them and say, "Hello.
Yeah.
What are you up to?"
Handing out pamphlets for the next mayor?
Ah, well, I've heard a lot of things. What's he going to do about the blood buckets?
Well, there hasn't been any blood buckets on anything in any of the territory he's been in control of.
By the way, who is he, if you don't mind asking? I haven't heard a lot about him, and I'd really like to know before I cast my vote. Either way.
Jack Barker.
Barker. Interesting man. What does he look like, if you don't mind me asking?
We're gonna go grab him.
It's gonna be absolutely ridiculous if Alvin somehow doesn't win this election.
Jack Barker.
Ah, yes. Seems like an older man. That's all right. Anyone can lead in my eyes. But well, as long as they have enough experience. Well, who's supporting Mr. Barker?
Most of the remaining nobility and a few that he's promised it to.
Ah, so if you don't mind me asking, what do you think the polls look like?
What? 50. He needs a lot. He needs about this much more percent. Let me do this. He needs about all this. Like everything in that.
So they're getting quite close. If you don't mind, I'm not going to include the less fortunate candidates, as they are not considered main runners in the race. Well, what are his views?
Yeah, those gutter
What-
trash. I don't know why they even think they have a chance.
Yes. Gutter trash. What are his views, Jack Barker?
Everyone should be rich.
Oh,
Those are
boy.
quite nice views.
They are indeed.
I mean,
That's why
I
I'm
think
passing out flyers. I want to be rich.
Yes. So, if he strikes gold, you all will strike gold?
Yeah, he says
Life-
we're gonna be the next Baru's Keep.
Life is good, but it can be better?
Oh, so much better. Have you seen Baru's Keep?
A bit, yes.
It's a great place. He's bringing that here. We're gonna tax the shit out of it.
You're going to tax all the townsfolk?
No, we're gonna heavily tax like the prostitution and the drugs and all the things that are illegal elsewhere. We're just gonna tax the shit out of it.
Ah! So you're trying to get the city a bit up to code with others.
Yeah,
If the-
we'll make so much
that's
money.
the-
People will come here. We'll be a tourist attraction. We're gonna bring in so many good things. And when we have that money as a city, he's saying that we're gonna be able to invest back into the city and build ourselves up.
If you don't mind,
We'll be better than Baru's Keep one day. You watch and see.
What are his views on religion?
Any religion you want.
That's quite nice. Now, if you don't mind, and I want to draw my sword, you're going to stop handing out those pamphlets.
Why? You don't want to be
Well-
rich?
I think everyone wants to be rich, but how is he going to make that succeed?
He's going to make prostitution and drugs and all of that stuff legal, and then but he's going to heavily tax it. We're going to take those tax dollars back and reinvest it into the infrastructure of the city. The entire city will become better. There's going to be more jobs. People are going to want to cater to here. The city's going to grow. we're going to become the hub for commerce, especially since the teleporter has been destroyed by that bitch who flew in on dragons, and now it's all going to have to be water traffic, and we're going to be the hub for this side of the world. That's what Jack Barker tells us.
Ah, yes. Well, if everyone's rich, then no one is.
Except for there's other cities, and they're going to be the poor ones.
Ah,
We can buy from them. We'll get it cheap.
that's quite nice. Why would they sell anything to you?
Because we'll
Or
pay
you have
25% above, and we'll still be fine with how much we're making.
All right. Where does this Jack Barker live? And I want to sheath my sword. I promise no violence against him.
She does not know.
Oh,
She doesn't know
well,
Jack Barker directly. She works with his campaign team.
Yes. Where can I find his campaign headquarters? Talk to him.
Let's go make one. I don't know how it got here.
Number 2, because that's that graveyard.
What
is team?
Right there.
All right. Well, thank you for telling me. I'm going to get back on my. Do you mind if I take one of those pamphlets, by the way?
Sure.
And I take one of them and I put it in my little sack and I get on my horse and I'm gonna ride over to Jack Barker's place.
I feel like that was a very convincing position for a candidate to take.
The everything is sunshine and rainbows position, yes.
I made that up on the spot. I don't know how.
Is he gonna build a wall?
He...
There's already a wall surrounding the city. What's he gonna do? Build another one on top?
Yeah, that's true.
Not parts of it.
Now, I
Or did
will
Terry
say
clean
No,
the wall?
Yeah, Terry fixed it out.
Terry fixed it.
She did a good job.
One of the things that will be necessary actually is putting fortress walls on the dock side so that you can mount cannons for city ocean defense, because this city lacks extremely on the ocean defense. So this place is a pirate port heaven for being raided.
Accurate.
Are we still on Voltaire or are we?
Okay, so Voltaire's going there. We did Thalrak things. We now have to go to Ikrath and Alvin, which are at the guardhouse. So
Oh,
Doros,
hey, look, I'm here.
Ikrath, you can drag yourself in.
Yeah, Noxus shouldn't be. There we go. I was like, Noxus shouldn't be here. All right, daughter. Let's start going over what we know. When did the bucket show up today?
This morning,
Right when you woke up?
yes, and there
Is Shani's body here?
it was, and I mean this door doesn't exist right now because
Yeah, I know.
Cyrus, and there's just but it's gone, and there's just some blood stain on the ground there.
What do you mean it was here and now it wasn't?
He just points at the spot with the blood. It was when I left, it was there, and I went to you, and now it's gone.
Hero? La Flamo?
They are
Ed?
not actually here.
Oh, where are they?
They are at the inn.
Oh. Where's everyone else? Is it just you?
Yeah, they were partying at the inn. I came back here, with Shelly. I wanted to let her down gently, that I was gonna go out with somebody else, and then I went up to bed, and I came back, and she was gone, and
So, Doro, I have a question. The bucket murders have occurred since I've disappeared, in my journeys to other places. So, what are the things I'm trying to figure out patterns right now. Right now, I was starting to think that they might have been targeting people who support me, Doro, but it's starting to look like so far 2 deaths, 2 out of 2 are deaths of females. So, Doro, have you been keeping up with keeping files on all the incidents like I asked you to?
He says, we didn't read them. We put them in a box.
Is the box burnt?
Unfortunately, yes.
Do you remember anything about Do you remember anything about incidents?
That there's always a bucket of blood left in front of the house of wherever the murder was committed.
I'm looking for patterns.
Boy, that's
Doro.
kind of like what happened this morning at the manor house when we found a bucket
No,
of blood.
that's precisely how it is, Ikarath, and I'm trying to figure out a pattern. We know that the
Oh,
murders
well, I
of the...
They
figured when
seem
he
to
kills somebody,
be-
he leaves a bucket of their blood.
They seem to be in, one second, like, they're like everywhere outside of this circle, but inside of this circle, nothing really happens.
Until this morning.
Wait, there,
Godhouse is there now.
right here. It doesn't matter, right here.
Okay.
It was meant to be somewhere that it has not happened.
Yeah, you know what's really funny, Meta?
What?
Hey, you almost put it over the Jack Barker's headquarters.
Oh,
It would have been like, it would have even drawn even more clues to him.
Actually, that would, I was gonna say that would actually make more sense considering Voltier's interaction, where he said, "Oh, it hadn't happened anywhere he controls."
Funny enough. But yes, it seems so outside of that area.
Callian thinks it's a disgruntled Macy's employee.
So let's see. Buckets of blood. Doro, how many incidents have we seen?
No,
10?
40?
20? 40?
50?
50.
Maybe? I don't. There's a lot of papers.
All right, so let's lowball it and say it was around 50.
Your balls are low?
Remember how I said when we come up with estimates, we go with the lowest possibility first?
But I thought, and he looks at Ikarath, I thought there were high balls.
Yeah, because like I said, I like him.
You two get along swimmingly, don't you?
No, I don't want to go swimming with him.
He says, "So I don't swim very well. I don't swim very well.
Yeah, me neither. But
You shouldn't swim. But wait, you had Krakens. You're the Kraken guy.
yeah, I'm a cracking guy.
Dude, Krakens are dope.
Oh, Ikarath, I
Oh
do
my
need
God.
your help with the Krakens
Krakens are
in a
made of
bit.
drugs.
Are
is
they? Have you
crazy.
bit one? Have you tried with
I don't
Kraken?
know, I haven't, but you just said Krakens are dope.
They
So
are.
if they're made of dope, I'm gonna be even richer than I thought.
Everyone. Okay, we're getting off track, boys.
Oh, on that, I have a theory.
A theory.
Yes,
Oh, a track. Is there a train?
Girl!
I have a theory that it's witches, mate.
It's witches. It's always the witches. Do you know how you find out
always
if they're
witches.
witches?
I believe there is a duck involved.
Yes, because if they have to, because you gotta understand, witches float because they're made of wood, and if the wood and the ducks float. So if she weighs as much as a duck, then she's a witch.
Doro, Ikarath, how about you guys stop making the scales to do the measuring while I go out and do my investigating? How about that?
No. There's no chance I'm leaving you alone with witches on the prowl. What if a duck gets you before we can get the witch? Doro, you build the scales. I'll make sure that the future Lord and Mayor of this town stays safe from ducks.
Okay, that's the plan.
Works for me. Oh dear. Doro, do we have any files remaining of the old?
We
Of
do
any of
not.
the
They all went
incidents?
up in the Great Fire.
I'm starting to hate Cyrus's choice to burn down this place.
Was it?
Um,
Was it Cyrus?
yes.
Yes.
Okay.
You've destroyed all of my evidence. The one good thing I got out of these people.
Wait, Ikarat, were you with Party 3 when they fought the giant duck dude? Or is that
No.
Party 1?
I
Oh,
wasn't
there was
there
a
for that.
giant duck.
That was not. And that is either party 3 or party 2.
That must have been after. Well, it was either Naxus alone.
Naxus
Or-
alone and some other party did meet him.
I know it was party 3, but I couldn't remember if that was on our way to someplace or out from the Y Falls mines.
Yeah. They fought a giant duck.
I mean, haven't we all?
You know, at heart, like, poetically, we've all fought a duck.
Dora, one last question before you build your scales. Has a house been hit more than once?
No.
Good to know. That is an important piece of information.
Oh! If we move everyone in the city into your house, then he won't be able to kill anyone.
Ikaraf?
Yeah, I was like, that's a good idea. That was
No.
so smart.
5,000 people cannot fit into one house.
What if we take out the Hydra?
We would have to take.
Yeah, no,
the
that would
city.
work.
We would
It
have
doesn't
to
give
take
enough
the city
room.
out. There's not enough room to put everyone inside of the.
But the
manor.
guardhouse too. We can fit people in the guardhouse and your house. Where else has it been?
Well, if unfortunately if the records weren't burnt, then I would have been able to tell you exactly where we could put people.
Yeah, edgy dude. He burned a lot.
It's fine.
Oh my god. Is Cyrus a witch?
Maybe Cyrus is the witch.
Cyrus is.
Have,
not a
does he
witch,
weigh the
no
same
more.
as a duck?
No,
Can
he
we
weighs
should weigh
way
him.
more.
No, we gotta see if he weighs the same as a duck.
Doro,
Oh
he's
my
not
God,
there
float.
anymore.
He
He
does.
floats.
He float. Does he float? He does float. He floats. You told me he saved you.
He's turned into an angel now, unfortunately.
He saved you in the water,
Wait,
so he
Cyrus
must
is
float.
Dead?
He must wait. Cyrus is dead.
Oh,
That was
he's
fast.
not.
Dora, we worked fast. We figured out. We solved the murders.
It
Everybody
was
can
Cyrus.
go.
He was a witch, and he killed himself because he was guilty. And he goes for a high five for Ikarath.
I'm 5 seconds away from casting silence on both of these.
Does Ikarath go in for the high five?
Oh, absolutely.
We solved it. Let's go get drinks.
Well, I can't do that because there might be more witches. and
Oh,
I've
there's
still
more
gotta-
witches.
still
Who's
gotta-
the other witches?
There might be more witches. Still build the scales. Because, I mean, at the very least, it's pretty cool to have scales just being like, hi.
Wait. I remember. He went home with some dear Lolly. Maybe she's a witch.
No, witches don't actually like other witches, mate.
Oh,
It's
they don't
very
like
weird.
each other?
No, have you ever
You're a
seen
smart
two ducks
man.
together? No, no one's ever seen two ducks.
Oh, that's
together.
true. There's
It's
not two
ridiculous.
ducks. I've only seen one duck.
I've only ever seen the same duck over and over again, so that's pretty weird.
There's ducks. We gotta go find the ducks. Do you think the ducks are the witches?
No, ducks are like witches in that they both float. So
But
if
what
you
if a
find
duck wanted to
they-
be a witch? Are you saying the duck couldn't be a witch?
I don't make those rules, but
Does
as I
Alvin?
understand
Alvin,
it,
do you
no.
make those rules?
What
Oh my
the-
god, Alvin, can the ducks in this city be witches?
Yeah, can ducks be witches?
Can the ducks be witches?
Yes, are ducks allowed?
Um,
Can ducks be witches?
Oh, it depends. If they're able to know polymorph, then yes, they could be a duck.
See, they can be witches. We gotta go find the witch ducks.
Witch ducks.
Yeah, the witch ducks.
No, witch ducks.
Witch ducks.
What?
Okay, I admit it. All right, Doro, sit down.
Doro sits.
Icarus looks around and he goes, "On what?"
Grab the chair over there and bring it over here and sit down. Doro, do
I'm
you
not
have any-
touching that chair. That chair is made of wood. Wood floats. Ducks float. Ducks are witches. That chair's a duck.
And with that, we're gonna flip away for a moment to Elrid and Jordy.
So I would have just whipped up a couple of costumes that made us look like we were an Eduardo's employee,
Mm-hmm.
and make our way to the slave collar makers. And I don't know where that is, but Jordy would know.
Okay. Yep, that's right there.
No, I thought you were gonna go infiltrate them first, Jordy. So I was like, Ikarath would be the worst choice for that.
All right, so
That's why I pulled him with me.
so you show up. To
I already know that this is going to go murder hobo because Elred heard the word slavers.
Oh, fair enough. Hey, I might be able to distract Ikarath with Doro, though.
All right, so you show up there, and do what? You're at the door.
Knock on the door.
Who is it?
We're here to get some equipment for our new slaves.
We cannot sell to you. We have been informed that it is illegal.
Last I checked, there's no new mayor, and until there's a new mayor to instill a new law, it's still legal.
I thought Elvin talked to these guys, didn't he?
No.
Yeah, no, he did. He did in the
I
Uh,
never
in the
told them that I
barracks.
was outlawing slavery,
you?
though.
Oh,
I just said I was running for mayor.
I thought you had explained your platform and that you.
No,
that-
I said that things
Oh,
like
then yeah, they'll sell it to you. They said
I
we're out
said
of.
things like drugs and whatnot was going to be
Oh,
highly
okay.
taxed, but I didn't say about outlawing anything.
They're twice the cost.
Well, we have to be able to come in and inspect the goods before we can
Do you
buy
have
them.
200 gold?
Yes.
Again, we have to inspect the goods before we
Let me see
supply
that you
the
have
money.
it, then we'll let you in.
So, how do I word this? Well, I'll tell you what. You can either open the door, or we can break it down and show you what happens when our employer, Mr. Eduardo, is
Eduardo
not given-
left.
Yes, he's not here at the moment. Why do you think I'm here in his stead?
Persuasion. They let you in. How many do you need?
How many do you have?
3.
Well, see them.
Somebody came and bought them all up, and they produced
Where in the
3
room?
from crates. It was a Dragonborn that bought them all up.
How many people are in the room? Is it
Yeah.
just the one guy?
10. Sorry,
10.
9, because Jack's not there.
9, because Jack's not here. Okay.
Yeah, because Jack's at his HQ.
Elred says, well, we have to see these in action. We don't know if they work.
We don't sell slaves. We just produce equipment. You want to test it? Go get your own.
Really give me the most complicated scenarios to try and figure out how I want to word things.
Do we want to pan away while you guys think?
We can't. I'm not gonna lie. I was expecting a map to work with.
Oh,
Yeah,
so-
me too.
The mind is making this a little more difficult.
yeah, this one's theater of the mind. That one doesn't. I had no idea any. I don't know where this is going. There's a whole
Especially
political
if Elred
campaign.
swings his axe, because that's when things are gonna go crazy.
Yeah, we'll make something up for that if we have to. So Thalrak,
Yeah,
what are you doing?
I was making my way back to the mansion after everything.
Okay, so you make your way back to the mansion, and Terry is sitting on Miss Lippy.
Everything okay here, Terry?
Yep, nobody messes with Miss Lippy. I don't know why they left the blood behind.
Did they really just leave the steps?
Yes.
Thought just stares at it like,
Evidence, my dear Watson. Evidence must be at the place.
Alvin, you're not there, but we should also.
Crime.
Alvin, you're not there. Also, you should have moved it inside to keep, to keep it from being contaminated of any kind. But whatever, that's not me. That's just me speaking.
Unfortunately,
Is there DNA evidence in D&D? 5e?
No.
No. I'm just saying, like the blood bucket, like someone could tamper with it
Yeah.
in the world of magic and everything else. Dark's gonna look at it and then look up at Terry. Do you care if I bring this inside just so that way we are sure no one contaminates it or messes with it while we're investigating everything?
Sure.
Alright. Where do you want me to put it? I don't want to put it like in the kitchen, obviously.
I honestly don't know the place that well. This is Alvin's house. I just moved in yesterday.
Who's pinging? I just see the pinging, but I'm like, that's out of character. I can't do
I know.
this.
I know. I just know which room is the best room.
I was gonna pick up the bucket and be like, does Alvin have a study in here? I actually haven't gotten a tour of this damn place yet.
Either have I. Wonder why he doesn't give people tours.
I'm not a very show-offy person.
That's true.
But you think he showed me around? I mean, we are married. Do you think he doesn't like me?
No, he's probably too busy doing, new mayor things.
What new mayor
Which makes
things?
sense. New mayor. He's basically mayor at this point.
But there's the election. Are you helping with the election?
I'm trying to. Then I'm just gonna pick up the bucket and just look at her and be like, "Is Miss Lippy gonna bite me if I come in? I don't want a Doro incident here."
That like you've
You've
come
been
into
cleared,
this
I
house
think.
once before, and I've cleared you already.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure my access hasn't been revoked for some unknown reason, but knows to me.
Alvin would never renounce your access.
I'm waiting for that to not be the truth in the future. Miss Lippy, whatever you do not let Tharic in here and drag me out drinking. No matter how many shots he offers.
I'm in my study. I hear you knocking on my door. This Lippy, you know what to do.
Oh no, the doorbell.
No. It's just you're studying, you hear me knocking, and you just power underneath your desk, and then you just hear me bashing on the door with my hammer, and it's freaking busting through the door. Here's Tharic.
I don't want to go drinking.
Thor's gonna pick up the bucket. He's gonna kind of look around the ground floor at least and be like, "Is there a room that would be easy enough to put it in?" And eventually he finds the study room and plops it right on the desk over here. And I can't move the bucket, so
1, 2, 3. Sorry, 1 second.
Okay.
Okay, so you put that down in the room. That's fine. It looks ridiculously clean for some reason. It's everything in it is brand new.
Oh yeah, it is.
I can't imagine who would make everything neat and clean and look almost brand new in this place.
No, not at all.
No, there's no one who could do that.
Isn't that where we accidentally had the guy blow himself
Yeah,
up?
that's why it's super neat and clean.
Nice.
That's why I also pointed out that's probably the best room because that's the alchemist room.
Yeah.
He's gonna just place it there, and then he's gonna come back out and look at Terry and be like, "Do you know where Alvin went?"
Yeah, he went to the barracks, the guard barracks. With Doro.
Yarik's eyes just Twitch.
And Ikarath.
Alright. I'll go find them. If you see him before I do, tell him that the mercenaries have been told of their task and are doing it already throughout town.
I'll let him know.
If you see anything out of the ordinary, or
I'll have
anything,
Miss Lippy eat it.
that and also let us know.
Okay, I'll let you know after she eats it.
Good enough. And then he's gonna try to pet Miss Lippy if he can.
Yeah, she lets you pet her.
Cool. And then he's gonna saunter off to go try to find Alvin.
All right.
At this point,
Voltaire's turn.
I'm gonna knock on the HQ door. Just hello,
Who is it?
hello in there.
Who is it?
I'd like to speak to the campaign
Who is
managers
it?
of candidate Jack Barker.
Who are you?
I'm a supporter.
You don't look like a supporter.
I'm not sure supporters have a general appearance.
Well, I mean, as most of the citizens are human and Jack's platform isn't exactly pro not humans, I would be surprised if you were a supporter.
And I just sort of want to take out my gold pouch and just sort of shake it. Does this prove I'm a supporter? And I want to put it back in my bag.
No, if you've already got money, then you just know. Why do you need more money? We're here for the more money. You've already got money.
Oh,
Why would you? Why
gosh.
would that make you that would make you less likely?
You take out 30 gold and try to gesture to hand it to him.
She doesn't. She doesn't want it.
Would
She
you
just. I'm not gonna be bribed. I'm gonna make that much
I'm not
every
trying to-
day.
I'm not trying to bribe you. I'm trying to show my support for the campaign.
Okay, so she takes the money.
Please, could I come in? I'd like to speak with him. I'd like to know. I just want to talk with him. I want him to see that all people support him.
Roll persuasion.
Oh no, my character sheet.
Oh no, the character sheet.
Oh, there we go. It's on.
Yeah, she lets you in to see Jack.
All right, thank you.
And he goes, "Who are you?
Hello, Jack. I'm here.
What's your name? You seem to have me at a disadvantage."
My name isn't important.
I'm Stefan Siegel.
Have you ever heard of a man known as Stefan Seagal?
Oh,
Once.
God.
He was a good friend of mine.
He was.
He was killed in the attack.
Was he?
Yes, unfortunately. He was on his way here to sign autographs.
And he rips off his mask. And it's Stephen Seagal.
Stefan!
But as that happens, a sword whips past and buries itself in its chest.
No. No! Not again! No! Wait a minute, what?
It was thrown from behind you.
Who's that?
You can see running past. Nope, not that. Let me go get the right thing.
Major.
And disappearing off into the city, off into the crowds.
You're about to say sunset there for a second.
off into the crowds and just blending in, Assassin's Creed style. But this is what you saw. And that's the sword that's lodged in Jack's / Stephen's chest.
So he's not a supporter. He just doesn't want one at all. Hello? Your candidate's dead. And I just want to drop the
She's
sword.
dead too.
on her. Oh, that's nice. I want to pick the sword back up. Well, my friend. Going to be quite interesting. And I want to search Stefan for a last will and testament.
All right. Roll perception. All right. You hear some skittering out front.
Who's there?
You hear nothing, and you hear a clink.
I want to bash the front door open.
Okay. You see disappearing off into the distance once again that same figure, but now there is a bucket of blood on the front porch of the house.
I am now charging after this guy.
All right. Survival.
Calling tornado after.
Survival. Nope, you lose him to the crowd.
Dang it!
And while you're doing that, nope, just keep going.
This is quite unfortunate. A candidate dead. Supporters of one candidate dead.
Also, just to help you guys real quick, sorry, I'm going to try and put things buckets where they were bucketed. So we have one here. We have one here. Where did you get your bucket from, Voltaire?
I'd say probably in the Poor District.
Right there, then. And then there was one at the guardhouse.
I'm gonna go back and pick up Stefan Jack's bucket, and I'm gonna go off to the guardhouse to tell Alvin what just happened.
All right. Thalrak, you were going where?
Going to the barracks where I was told Alvin had gone off to.
No, you were told you were going to he went to the guardhouse.
Yeah, the guardhouse. Sorry, my bad.
Okay, so we'll bump into you guys in a second. Now, oh frick! 1 second. You can put yourself there, Elrid and J Giggs.
Cool.
This is not to scale. They're not that big.
So
Not that small.
That'd be terrifying.
yeah.
Just
I would be rethinking our plan.
Yeah.
a bunch of slave traders who are also giants.
So this is what.
So,
Go ahead.
who's the one that we've been speaking to?
Yeah.
1 second. Ralio.
Okay, so after his quip about if you want to test it, bring it to yourself, Jordy would step up right to his face and he'd say, "Remember, I'm here as Eduardo's envoy, so speak to me with the same respect you would show him. Now, last I checked, Eduardo requires proof of functionality prior to purchase, so demonstrate that they work so we can provide payment and be on our way."
He looks insolent. We have not had to prove our efficacy for years upon years. You suggest that we do not produce quality?
There's an old saying: "Trust but verify." I have no
Rolio
doubt that what you're
spits at
putting
you
is-
and starts to walk away.
Alred pipes up and says, "Hold on, my friend.
He just
I'm
keeps
sure
going.
you've heard of this dwarf that's been going around the city systematically dismantling the slavers. So we're just being a little extra cautious that you haven't swapped to faulty means to try and avoid this brute of a dwarf."
Sorry, repeat that.
Did you not hear anything?
No, sorry. I just had an alert. Sorry, that was yeah. I just had an alert.
Oh, okay. So Elred pipes up and says, "Rolio, my friend, I'm sure you've heard of this dwarf that's been going around the city and systematically dismantling slavers and the people who provide equipment to said slavers."
I have not.
You have not?
I have not.
Well, if
So, but you're not slavers. We'd be providing equipment to. Are you?
well, the point I'm trying to make here is,
Is there no due
We're
process
just
of
being-
law?
what did you say?
Is there no due process of law?
No, well, the point I'm trying to make here is we're just being a little extra cautious right now to make sure that our suppliers aren't providing faulty equipment to try and get around this dwarf so that they can avoid his bloodlust.
Sorry. Again, you assail the quality of our work. Eduardo would never disrespect us in such a way. He would. We have been loyal to his regime for years. How dare you insult us like that?
Sorry, I'm
Um,
thinking.
They say, get out of our house before we make you get out.
Jordy will just sigh, look at Elred, nod, pull out his
Okay.
katana and slash the nearest one.
Okay, give me a second. These all need names. Talk amongst yourselves for a second.
Well, we gave it the best effort.
We certainly tried. We've been strategizing behind the scenes, and it did not go as planned. Never does.
Nope.
Everybody always thinks I'm against them. I'm not. I just try and be as realistic as I can, and this shit happens.
So what you're saying is we broke the meta a little bit.
No, this is entirely great that it's happening. I 100% believe everything that's happening here. I just was not prepared for it.
Is this
I
your way
knew
of saying
that
the
this-
surprise is gone?
I 100% knew this was how this was going to end up.
I didn't.
And first hit will be a surprise because I drew my blade into a swing at Tilly.
Okay, sorry, I'm still finishing up. And then I have to roll initiative, and you'll get your first strike, and then we'll do initiative order. All these people at turn. Thought you guys were done with the murdering.
We tried.
That was wrong.
We were trying our darndest.
There was an attempt.
There was an attempt. I'm not gonna say there wasn't an attempt. Alright, let's roll some d20s here.
Baby.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still not adding me.
Weird.
I'll add you in a second. There we go. There's so many. And Elrid will add you. And what'd you roll?
20.14.
All right. Jake, exit your free attack.
Real quick, Alvin, how do I do guaranteed crit for the damage?
Set the critical range to 1 through 20.
Okay. Oh God.
Huh? That was not correct. It didn't roll properly. It took a minus 20 off your thing.
Weird.
So that was a 28 to hit.
Oh, that was a nat 20. That works.
That does. So go ahead and hit.
Oh, God.
You obliter melt him
I
and
don't even
slash
have
him to pieces.
It was a double crit, yeah. Because it's a guaranteed crit to begin with. Yeah, fix that. I need to figure out how to
It
actually.
doesn't
make it a
matter. You
guaranteed
obliterated him either way. And now
Yeah,
it's
and
Elrid's
then-
turn.
I do still have my. Yeah, no, that's fair. I was like, oh, I still have my offhand.
Okay, yep, go ahead.
And that would be, I guess. Do I hit Bill or Schick?
And this would not be an auto. They're not surprised
No.
anymore.
Right. I wouldn't get sneak attack either because that's.
Yep.
I'll hit Schick.
Okay. You will hit.
And that's offhand, so that's going to be 8.
All right, you deal 8 damage to Sheik, and you cut open his robe, and you see blood dripping down. And then, do you have any other thingies?
That's it for attacks this turn.
Then Elrid's turn.
Alright, Alred's gonna walk up and swing at Rolio.
Okay. You hit.
And then swings
And he
again.
passes out.
Oh, he
He
passes
passed
out.
Hit Schick.
Oh, wow. Shock check. And wow.
Yup.
Elred then turns and swings at Chick.
You hit.
Reroll.
Reroll.
Just click it again.
No, it's jumping around.
11.
You kill him with your axe that you embed in his forehead.
If you want to use an action surge, it's up to you, dude, because you can get 2 more swipes.
Well, I'm not really close enough, so
Well, so your movement can be partitioned. Like you don't have to have one movement up to 30. You have 30 feet of movement for your entire turn.
Well, he
that
moved
you can
here
swap.
to here, and then yeah, he would be stuck like here.
Oh, that'd be.
Is this map to scale meta or?
There's no way
We're
for
going
it
with it's to scale, yeah.
Yeah, then that would be 25. So
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna use the action search. Not now.
All right. Darn. Seeing this mad destruction of rage. Shit, I need more dice.
Eldred,
Mm-hmm.
what subclass are you as far as fighter goes?
I don't know. Just a fighter.
Well, you get a subclass at level 3, and you're level 5, so you should have a
Oh,
subclass.
champion fighter.
Okay, I need to set something up for your character.
Champion's the only one that's built into roll 20, so it should be
Yeah.
done.
Well, he didn't get a critical hit.
Holy fuck.
Oh yeah, set the so all I can
Holy
do
fuck.
that.
The 20, yeah, the 27 wasn't set up as a critical hit.
Yeah, so your crit range should be 19. I'll fix that for you already.
So it should. I think you just put 19 in. I think that's how you're supposed to do it, actually.
I mean, he died either way, so
Yeah. But I'm just saying,
Whoa.
I think that's how it's supposed to work. Is you should just have to put 19.
19 damage as 5 magic missiles impact your chest, Elrid. Wait, no, not 19. Shit, it's the plus another 5, so 24 damage.
Oh my.
Sammy does the same. And hopefully he does not get all freaking 4s except for 1. $14 damage. That's 5. No, 19 damage is 5 more impact you. Jordy.
are they getting level 3 magic missiles?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
So wait, how much extra damage was that?
19 more.
19.
19 plus 24, so a total of 43? Yep. Wait. Yeah, that's right. 43. Yep.
Wow.
Wait, what?
Jordy.
Jordy's gonna step up to Bill, and he's going to swipe away at Bill.
Yep. Hit.
That's 18.
Passes out.
Okay, and then
Jordy's just gonna go around the room.
gonna step up to Darn.
Okay.
It's gonna be another swipey swipe. $16.
That hits.
Is 6.
6 damage as you cut across him. Do you have any more actions?
No.
Grignock fires 3 at you, which is 8. 11 damage as 3 of them impact you, Jordy.
No, it's not.
What?
I said no, it's not.
Oh, because you got to think. Yo, thanks for the sub, PGA. Okay, so half that damage. Rolio, the head.
Unconscious.
12.
Rolio is unconscious. He can't
Oh, yeah,
attack.
Rolio, good. He's gone. I'm glad he's dead because he would have been really bad. That one was only 3. 10 plus 13 damage, J Gigs, unless you uncanny dodge again, right?
It takes my reaction. I can only do it once.
Okay, so you take that much then. 13. Nipril is conscious, I believe. Yep.
Yeah,
Only
we got
4
it.
unconscious.
8 plus 11 damage to Jordy. And it's Elred's turn.
I'm gonna start you by using the second wind.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you do it.
Second wind is a bonus action, so roll. It is roll one of your hit dice and you add your level.
How do I roll it?
On your
so-
under your health where it says hit dice, just click on hit dice.
Where is it? Oh, hit dice.
There you go.
Okay, so then plus level is 5, so 13.
So
I
you
don't
heal
think that's quite
13
right.
life.
Oh no, it would be 4
It's just
plus.
a D10 plus level, so it should
It's plus
be.
level, so it would be 9.
9.
9.
Yep. So 9 health.
9.
99999.
Yes.
All right, then
Yes.
Elred's gonna walk up and swing at
Grignok.
Grigog. Yeah.
Grignok.
Good enough. And I updated your crit ranges, so it should be correct now.
You hit.
Oh wow.
They're mages, unless they have a high dex, they don't go. Oh,
Oh, babe.
It's dead. You smashed its skull in.
Yeah. Kill.
I don't think I'm in range.
Do you have a 5-foot step?
You moved to
bonus
here
action.
was 13. You could get to here, and then a 5-foot step would be right there. It would be in range, yeah.
He used his bonus action on
Oh,
second
yeah,
wind.
that's true.
You can
Never
get like
mind.
there. That would be in
Oh,
range,
yeah.
though. That's within 5. Yeah, that's within 5. You could hit him.
I think I'll use my action surge now
Yep.
and hit him.
You still have
But
an
you
attack.
still have an extra attack. You don't
Use
need
your
action.
just use
Oh,
your,
use your
don't
extra
do an
attack
action,
still.
You still have your extra attack. Use your extra attack
Yep.
first.
Okay. Then I'll use my extra attack first.
Yep.
Yeah.
You hit.
Max damage again.
Also dead. As you crush his skull in with the axe.
And I'm definitely I can't make
You
that.
can't move anymore this turn.
And then it is Darn's turn. Darn will do the same thing, except Darn is a 5er. $18 to J Gigs.
That was not nice.
And Sammy is dead. So Sammy doesn't get a turn. So it's J Gigs' turn.
Oh boy. Okay.
And Bill is
okay.
unconscious.
Yeah, remove Darn from this because Darn is one of the ones who still has he does level 5.
Level 3. Yeah.
Well, Darn's a well, yeah. Darn casts 5 both the bolts.
So level
From the
3
missiles.
magic missile. Get rid of Darn.
Yep.
And then probably get rid of either Nipril or
Nipril also launched 5
Ringy.
at you.
no. I thought Nipril was a 3. I thought Ringy and Nipril. Were
No,
two
it was
threes.
sorted along. It was sorted along this line.
Okay.
So that's why I did it that way to keep track of it.
Yeah, I'm going to. So I've already hit Darn once. Off. That was with my offhand. That works.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna die. This is great. This is fucking great. Yeah, I'm gonna take a swipe at Deuterino here.
This one.
Yeah.
Okay. Hit.
13.
It's dead.
Oh,
You
praise
slash it to
God.
death. And who are you? You're Darn. Darn is done.
Okay, I have an important question.
Yes.
Does this create line of sight?
Uh,
For
that's a small wall. You can see past it. You could jump down like the stairs, like down here, like over here. You like dive down there.
Okay, so we're at the top of the stairs, not the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah. So what will you do?
That's what I'm trying to decide. Um. Man, they both hit with level 3. Oh, Jesus.
You could take out one of them. Maybe.
With an offhand sneak attack, there's no way.
Oh, maybe not.
Can you not get behind him for flanking?
Flanking requires 2 people.
Oh.
We would have to be on either side of them. I do blame Alvin for this.
It's almost like 2 on 9 odds is not great.
Well,
I legitimately tried to make it 5v6. We were trying to get them to put slave collars on themselves.
you
It
weren't
didn't work.
letting it go. In our little like planning conversation, I said we could be fighting 9 Doros or 1 Doro and 8 Wimps.
Yeah.
So what is Jordy doing? Jordy.
I'm still trying to decide, dude. It's because I've only got one. Like my if I attack, my only prayer is that only one of them attacks me. They get low enough rolls that uncanny dodge will keep me conscious. The other one attacks Elrid and doesn't kill him. And then we manage to take out or knock them out in the next turn.
Mm-hmm.
The other gamble is that I'm unconscious and Elrid takes him out on his turn. And then is able to stabilize me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can only reach one of them in my turn.
Right.
So what are you doing? The tension is real.
Fuck it. Let's let the odds play out. Jordy is going to attack Nipril.
Okay. You hit?
That's 9.
9 damage, but it's still standing as it's bleeding. And now it's Fingry's turn, which I did realize I cut the wrong side of the line. So he's a 3 because the blue guy was on the strong side.
So it was vertical, not horizontal.
Well, it was like this, but I thought this side was the 5 for a second, but then I remembered this side was the 5s because that had blue guy.
Unnecessarily wrecked last turn.
No, you got the right spells hit on you. I just when Alvin was clarifying, so he was right in what he remembered. So 8 damage. Exactly.
8?
Exactly.
To me?
This is Fringy. Nope, that's the Elrid.
8 damage?
Yep.
Alright.
And then Nipril. $10 damage to Jordy.
Nope.
Oh, 5 damage to Jordy. You're alive.
The gamble paid off.
Elred's turn.
Oh.
Is this better or worse than the snakes?
This is
Elred
better
runs
than
up.
the snake because it's scarier.
No, I meant like, are you worse off?
I am far worse off. I have 3 health left, dude.
Elred runs up to Hingry and swings his great axe.
All right. You hit for 13.
Still alive?
You're so lucky. You're so lucky. He passes out from shock.
I had 4 hits left if he didn't die.
You
You're
might
free.
not be able to get to Nipril here, so just
No.
might as well roll at advantage and finish off Haringi. Unless you want to keep him alive.
Well, the other option is to action surge dash and use your second attack on Nipril.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
But
Do you
it's up to you. I mean, their AC is pretty low. I'll get 2 attacks. My katana do 1d8 plus 8, which is a lot.
Well, what are the chances that these guys wake up?
Very, very low.
Okay. I'm just gonna execute Hingry.
Okay. Roll at advantage.
Oh, advantage, not disadvantage.
You hit. And yep, you cut his head clean off. It rolls down the stairs.
What a sight.
And you probably are stuck there at that point, right?
Yeah,
Jordy's turn.
Okay. Fuck me.
Jordy gets an inspiration from Dragonheart.
Saw that as soon as he did it. Thank you. Okay.
Oh, didn't even need it. That's a clutch 20 right there.
That is 13 damage.
Oh, he's paint. He's so much paint on the wall.
All right, and then I'm guessing the other 2 are still unconscious.
Yeah.
What do you think, Elred? Should we kill him or should we leave one alive to torture and interrogate?
I say we execute Bill, and the one that seemed to be in charge, we interrogate.
Okay, then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to attempt to decapitate Bill.
Okay. At advantage. Roll damage. Yeah, you decapitate him.
And then I'm going to come over here, use rope in my pack to bind him.
All right. Roll something for that.
What would that be, Alvin?
Hmm?
What do I need to roll to
Survival.
tie somebody who's unconscious?
Survival.
Either sleight of hand or survival.
Do sleight of hand. Oh, hold on.
Probably can do that at advantage if he's unconscious.
Fair point. Meta.
Yeah, that's
rolling?
fine.
Okay, I got a 31.
He's really good. He's really, really well handled there.
And if you want to go to other people, because we took up a lot of time.
Yeah.
On this, I don't blame.
Voltaire is going to the guardhouse, right?
Voltaire and Falrak are heading to the guard.
So we're going to the guardhouse as you guys both arrive amidst this talking mess that is Ikarath and Doro. And Doro goes, so Thalarak is a witch, right?
What?
And that's what because he floats
What?
like wood, like the duck.
No, there's no door.
Are the ducks? But the ducks are witches then.
Hello, Doro.
Ikarath, who's the witches? Ikarath.
Ducks.
The ducks are witches. See, Elvin, you did say the ducks could be witches.
I said they could turn themselves into ducks, so they
Ducks are witches, confirmed.
It's part of his platform now. Is that ducks can be witches? If
No,
they
it's
want.
not part of my platform.
It is.
I'm not doing a
Burn the
fucking witch hunt.
ducks. That could be.
Oh,
We could. Ikarath. We can put up banners. Burn the ducks. Vote for Alvin.
Why are you trying
No, see, remember, there's the thing. There's only ever been one duck.
Where's the duck though?
I don't know, but it can be a witch if it wants.
We gotta get the duck.
Ikarath turns to Voltaire and Thalrak and says, "Have you seen a duck recently?"
I've got more important news for Olvarak than a duck.
Okay, Doyle, Ikarath, go upstairs and discuss things. I'm going to discuss stuff with these two.
I'm so confused.
See how it is. Nobody gives a shit about the witches.
Or the ducks. Or the duck witches.
I don't even know where the upstairs is in this place. It's kind of a mess.
It's over here.
So go discuss duck witches with Ikarath, okay?
Okay. So that you.
Olvarak,
What?
I heard about your opponent. I met some of his supporters. His name was Jack Barker. Apparently, he was actually Stefan Seagull. And I just want to take out like the blood bucket from behind my back. Here's your opponent.
And you could give him the blade that was stuck in the body. I would assume you would have taken
Yeah.
that. Did you see what that looked like?
Yeah, it sort of had like the curved hook-like appearance with the guard thing.
Yeah, I was asking if Alvin had seen it.
Oh, I saw it.
Okay, then I don't have to go find it. Good.
This is, Oh, okay, well, you know, we're eliminating the possibilities. That's the good part.
It seems that Jack or Stefan and his supporters were not the ones to blame for the murders.
This
So in
man-
which case, oh no.
Well,
Jordael and Elwood!
Hmm?
Hold on.
Oh,
Back
dear.
it up. What did you even see at the other candidate's house? You said you saw a figure, right?
Yes, there was a man in a mask and a dark cloak. He threw a sword straight through the window into Stefan's chest, killing him, and then somehow collected his blood and left the bucket on the doorstep. I was going to go catch him right after him with Tornado, tie him up, maybe use one of my slave collars, and I take out one of the 5 and get him to talk to me, and I put the slave collar back. Something like that. Unfortunately, he blended in with the crowd too well.
Can you describe the mask at least? More than just, it's a mask.
It was steel, it sort of frayed outwards with multiple points on the edges. It was metal.
Hey, Maddie.
It didn't cover all of his face though, only the upper parts, like his nose and his eyes. He wore a dark black cloak, and he used this sword.
Why does the mask sound like it's the frickin' sun? Christ. Is our holy sun worshipper killing people now?
My brain immediately went to that's the sunlight maggot from Dark Souls, and he's being controlled by the sunlight maggot.
Matt's given Alvin 5 XP.
Oh, hey, look at that.
Anyway,
Thank
I
you,
think it may be of some import to track him down and also to stop those 2 murderous maniacs from killing an entire team of Golem makers.
Yes. Though, knowing Jordy, he's going to be thorough. I think at this point it might be too late.
So in other words, a bunch of debatably innocent lives were lost in vain because of a misunderstanding. Oh, that is unfortunate.
The City of Thieves, is it really that big of a loss if it's a misunderstanding of thieves?
They weren't thieves, though. There was only one murderer, and then those 2 murderous idiots, without getting any information, I'm guessing, went over there. I told them to be anonymous. I didn't want your message to be it. I also thought they might recognize them. I'm guessing that that entire crew is either dead or tied up, or, on the very unlikely chance, it went swimmingly. But
I
given
can,
Elred's attitude towards slaves, I don't believe so.
I can always send them sending if you want to know at this exact moment, but beyond that, it would have to wait until we actually meet up with them. But
I do have an idea. Go
There's
ahead
no-
with yours first.
there's almost, let's say in the lower end, there's been 50 cases of these incidents occurred.
51.
That's going with the fact that unfortunately, as I look around at the burnt guardhouse, due to Cyrus's thorough work here, I no longer have any of the records the guardsmen were keeping. So
I'm not sure if those would be entirely literate, though.
the thing is that their records were not just written by them, it's written by others. So it's written by accounts of civilians, so they might had some legibility, but these guards are incompetent, and I needed someone else to write for them.
And real quick, while you guys are talking, we come over here to Ikarath and Doral. Ikarath, what are you saying?
Ikarath is honestly a little confused as to why this guy is so obsessed with witches. Like, it was just a theory of Ikarath's, so he's mostly going to be letting Doro do the talking.
Doral goes, okay, so the platform is burn the ducks that are witches, vote for Alvin.
I thought we were using the platform to weigh the ducks to see if they weighed the same as witches.
No, it's the scales. The platform was what Alvin stands on to be mayor. If you can't climb the
Well, no,
platform,
the scales are what Alvin's made of. It's like his skin.
Alvin's made of scales.
Yeah.
So we gotta put the ducks and the witches on Alvin, and if they balance, then they're a witch.
So, you're telling me that ducks are actually dragons?
No, they gotta go on the dragon.
Oh, that would be why we don't see very many ducks, because they're always riding dragons.
The dragons don't like it. Do you think Alvin eats ducks? Do you think that's why there's no ducks here?
Oh my god, vote for Alvin, he eats ducks!
Let's do it. Let's tell him. We gotta tell him.
So Ikarath comes bounding down.
We come by down. Alvin eats the ducks. Vote for Alvin.
Alvin, you gotta eat a duck.
Yeah, you
I
gotta eat a
don't-
duck, Alvin.
I don't think that's what we should be telling the towns for.
But they're witches, and if he eats the witches, then he's a good mayor.
Because you scales.
Yeah, because you're scales. Because you weigh the witches on the scales on you. Because you got the ducks and the people and the witches on your scales.
This is turning into a
Look,
witch.
do you want
hunt
more
as
people to turn into buckets of blood, or would you want to just eat a bloody duck?
Yeah, just eat a duck. It'll be fine.
It's not witches!
But it could be a witch. Alvin said that
It's an
ducks can be witches.
No, there's an assassin about, boys.
What if the assassin's a witch duck?
It's not a witch duck.
He used this sword!
Ducks can use swords?
No, they can't.
Ikarath,
Alvin,
can
don't
ducks
eat
use
the duck,
swords?
It might have a sword.
So the duck thought is gone. There is no. There he uses a sword. Ducks cannot use swords. That is confirmed.
So then where are we going?
This is science.
Witch duck.
Oh, wait!
assassin.
Dragons can use swords. And ducks ride dragons.
What is this going on? What do you mean dragons can use swords? Dragons
Well, they
keep
have
swords
hands.
in their horns.
You have hands.
I'm not a dragon. I'm a dragonborn. Very different.
You both have scales. You both eat ducks.
I eat a duck when it's cooked. I don't eat ducks raw.
But you do eat ducks, so you eat
Tomato,
witches.
tomato, you admitted you eat ducks.
Yeah, you
therefore-
eat witches.
Thalrak? What's going on?
I have no idea either.
I send a
Oh,
message
pardon
to,
my
to
manners. And
Thalrak.
Ikarath steps over and offers you guys some cocaine. You want a bump?
I'm okay.
I slapped the cocaine onto the floor.
But
That's rude.
Now you have to.
Ikarath,
Now you have to
press-
pick it up.
No, Ikarath prestidigitates it back into the bag.
Fair enough.
And he looks at Alvin. He looks at Alvin and he says, "Your woman's got quite a load of tricks. She does. She's an
What?
inspiration to all of us."
What's happening?
He used
Oh.
prestidigitation.
You have to eat a duck. Well, I think
What?
it makes you a witch.
Hey, you two.
No, wait. We have to vote for you to
What
eat
is
the
with
duck.
the witches?
That way the dragon won't ride the witch.
What is the purpose of all this?
I sent a message to
real
Thalrak.
quick, Alvin,
Help.
can I rename additional people?
Go ahead. Yeah, you can rename additional people.
Okay, so you now have shit, I forget who I just Dravanya maybe?
Yeah, you could rename Alvarak and Dravadia.
And Alvarak, well, Dravanya is now PGA Mexican, and Alvarak is now Witch Duck.
Oh,
Witch
boy.
Duck Assassin, sorry.
Ikarath is gonna kill him.
Witch Duck Assassin.
Okay.
No, he's an
Listen,
assassin
Ikarath,
of witch
remember,
ducks.
keep in mind,
Or is he a
Ikarath
witch
is
duck that
still off-
assassinates things?
I don't know. Who knows? I look at Ikarath and Doro. You two are doing excellent work. Well done. A round of applause. I think with the amount of ideas you've come up right now, you both deserve a drink. So I pull
Let's go
out
drink.
I pull out 5 gold pieces. Not super expensive, but here, 5 gold pieces for each of you. Now go have a drink on me, all right?
I actually need to go talk to the Kraken, mate.
Doro,
need to
I
check
want
out-
to see a Kraken. Can you introduce me to the Kraken?
No, that's not a good idea, mate. They might think you're a duck, and then Alvin would have to eat you.
But what, Alvin? You're gonna eat me?
I need to talk with Voltaire and Thalrak. You guys just go have a drink.
With the
Ikrak
Krakens?
Ikrak walks out the door, and then he pops his head back in, and he's like, "Hey, who left a horse out here?"
You do not touch that horse! If you touch that horse...
Doro's gonna run after Ikarath.
Yeah, Ikrath is bolting after being yelled at about the horse.
Oh, Doro's running with you.
I yell to Ikarath, I need to speak with you about the Krakens eventually, but that will be another time. It was I regret every choice bringing those two together. Remind me, when I get stronger, to bestow a curse onto either Doro and Ikarath to make sure they never remember each other.
I mean, I think if you just separate them for like 5 minutes, they'll forget who each other are.
Judgments will make it easy for them to forget each other. It's fine. But so, what is the deal with the freaking ducks and witches?
I honestly don't know where you started. It's hard to follow those two, to be honest.
Right? So they seem like they're trying to run your campaign. Did you really give them permission to basically be your campaign managers?
No, to be honest, the person has more authority over all of that is Ferdinand in the end, or myself. So they're not my campaign managers. To be honest, if Doro was to write anything, someone would have a stroke before they were able to understand exactly what he wrote about my campaign.
Don't even your 12-year-old girl has as much power as Ferdinand?
Oh, I just start struggling. They're gonna give them drugs to make them understand the premise of the messages.
Yes, she has power, but right now she's currently waiting inside my manor in a defensive, defending herself due to the fact that I didn't know what this murderer was up to, so I had to prepare for the worst.
I stopped there. So I brought the blood bucket inside because you left it outside.
Oh, fair enough.
Put it in the really nice, newly decorated room, or at least whatever was super clean room.
Yeah, which room was it? There's the pool room, the lounge room, the dining room. There's the alchemist room.
Right? On the ground floor, like second one back on the right.
It's the alchemist room. Head alchemist used to own that. I think he was one of the bodies that got blown up and then was reassembled. So he technically died. So I don't have a head alchemist anymore. It's unfortunate, but it's unfortunate.
You could always have
based-
Elred taste more blood for you.
No. He could determine whether it's human or not. That's quite nice, but to be honest, we would need more definitive results. But I don't believe any of that is. Well, I mean, if I had an alchemist, someone who's good at alchemist kits, we might be able to discern whose blood belongs to who. But unfortunately, the city doesn't keep record of blood types and blood and DNA strands of each person, so we can't do that. That's.
I know who this blood belongs to. It belongs to Stefan Seagull Jack Barker.
Fair enough.
But, well, he's gone after the candidates. Do you know where one of the less fortunate candidates lives? Because if we go there, then we can, I don't know, set a trap out. I've got these slave collars, and I take out my slave collars and put them back.
Well,
in the bag.
if he's gone after a candidate, and then he's gone after a guard. He's gone after my chef, who was going to be my head chef.
Poor Dilly.
But also, we lost another 40 or so to 50. Who knows? It could be up to 100 at this point. Without the records, I won't know. Incidents where there's blood before. So what I do know, based on what Doro said, is that areas down to the south west part of the city aren't targeted nearly as much, so we can eliminate all of that.
Yes. I suggest maybe leaving up wanted posters. That way, if people see him in the crowd, says he likes to be there. From what I've
Well,
seen.
I'll have to hire a sketch artist to give a good sketch for us in the end. So I will handle that. I will arrange a meeting with a sketch artist with you, Voltaire, to give a full description of the man, so we can make wanted posters. At least we'll have that to go off of, and we can try to start spotting this person amongst the crowd. That is hoping that he doesn't know disguise self or alter self. That would make our lives so much more difficult.
Well, I never got a good look at his face. It's just the clothes he wore.
Well, the clothes and mask will assist in anyways. If he continues, it will either force him to change his look, but based on how he uses a methodical approach to his assassination, he probably won't change the look much.
Most likely.
For now, we should probably go to the slavers and see if how Jordy and Elred are doing, and then after that, I'll have to call my mercenaries back in and see. We need to create a new patrol route because most of the south western part of the city is covered.
Yes, let's go.
Sounds like a plan.
All right.
Oh,
So you
I did-
guys, go ahead.
Alvin, I did warn Ferdinand to put out the mercenaries as a security force to search around. So hopefully that delays our mysterious killer.
Hopefully, my mercenaries are a good bunch. They should be able to handle something like this.
Or we'll find buckets of them.
Oh wait, we gotta go find the people too on the map. Can anybody see Dravanya? There's Dravanya. That became PGA Mexican.
So now PGA has a character he can play us.
And what's the other one?
Witch Duck
Alvarak?
Assassin.
It was Alvarak though, right?
Yes. I said to rename those due to the fact that we're trying to because Alvarak and Hal Voltaire is one of the only people to ever call me by my true name.
Yes.
Um
Also, PGA, that was Matt who made you a character. Okay, so you guys, go ahead. You're going down to
the slaves.
Okay.
And Ikarath is with Doro heading to the Kraken, so we're basically heading near the same place.
Yeah. So we'll go to Ikarath and Doro first. Ikarath?
Okay.
Yep.
Upon getting to the docks, Ikarath would ask, first of all, are the Kraken just sitting there, or are they underwater?
They're
doing
underwater.
Kraken things? So he'd stick his head under there and he'd yell in Kraken, asking where Thaddy is.
That he comes up and like nudges your face with the top of her head.
And then speaking in Kraken, he'd be like, "Oh, it's good to see you, girl. I've got this fella here who, if you find a duck, give it to him."
Doro says they get ducks.
No, I'm speaking in Kraken. He can't.
Oh,
understand
okay.
what I'm saying.
Sorry. Yep.
Um,
He says you make a lot of noises.
Yeah, I'm talking to the Kraken, mate.
You can talk to
They're not
Krakens?
fucking- Yeah, they're not fucking stupid animals. Well, okay, well, we're not quite sure about Marco. Marco's got problems, but like, it's mostly personal stuff. He's a good guy. He's just going through a hard bit. But they're not like they're here and they're you know. Hold on a minute, would you? Daddy, would you mind having somebody say hi to him? And they don't have to be gentle. He's kind of obsessed with witches.
She does
By
not
the
know
way,
what
do
to
you
make
eat
of that.
ducks? Do you
She
know?
says-
Do you eat ducks?
She says, "I need a duck."
All right. Apparently, some people say there's more than one, so eat them all.
I will.
That's-
She says, "We will
that's
eat
an
all of the
important thing.
ducks."
Yeah, this good because ducks is witches apparently, and also if you see a dragon, be careful because there's probably a duck on it.
Alvin, you're gonna notice over the next several months that your duck population starts to dwindle drastically.
That's if I hire Thaddy, Mark over at Pam and Sam if they agree with that. But yes, I understand.
And Icarus,
Yes.
what are you doing?
Icarus is gonna ask about the next date.
It's gotta be with the sun. It's gotta be with the sunset. She says,
Oh, your sunset. You want like?
and you gotta bring me tuna.
Like the last one was a wedding, and that's never a good idea for a first date. But like you make do with.
You gotta
what
bring
got, and
tuna,
that's-
and we're gonna watch the sunset in the harbor.
Okay. You mind if I borrow Sam to go find some fresh tuna then? Because it feels like it'd be awkward to ask you to go help me,
Sure.
the guy taking you out on the date. Okay, cool. Doro,
Yes.
I've got to go fuck a fish up. He's been saying unkind things about you. So you just stay here and I'll be back in a bit.
All right.
And Icarus, with that, he just fucking jumps into the water.
Roll athletics. Yeah, you swim on to Sam, and you are now hunting tuna. Doro.
Okay, he'll also cast Alter Self, not to turn into a woman, but he'll turn into the aquatic adaptation so he can do things like breathe and hunt fish.
Well, there you go. Yes, you are doing that. Roll survival 10 times.
I'm gonna just turn on advantage and do it 5 times.
That's fine.
It's not gonna go well either.
-2.
What is that? -1.
He has a -3 mod, so he rolled a 2 and got -3.
1. Okay, so those
Is it possible to have
minus
an
one,
opposite of proficiency? 'Cause
0
I've-
plus 1 plus 2 minus 1, so 1. You get 2 fish.
One for me, one for her. That's perfect.
There you go. And Doro comes up to where Alvin is at that place because he saw people walking past, and he's running up. Where the heck is this map? And he runs in with you, and he says to Alvin, who's at the entrance right now, so Theater of the Mind entrance, Alvin!
Yes, Doro?
Icarus fucked the duck. Sorry, fuck the fish. He told me to tell you that he had to fuck a fish.
To be honest, not a big surprise for him. He's on enough drugs. Curious. But, excellent. Doro, remember I gave you that gold. Why don't you go have your drink now?
He says, okay, I'll go get a drink. It seems weird to fuck a fish, though. And he walks away.
Some people have the fetish. Don't judge them.
And then he's gone. So you, Thalrak, are showing up.
12-year-old girl.
Everyone's showing up. Everyone's coming upstairs, I'd assume, because the door's open.
Yeah.
And you just come to this scene before you of blood and decapitate people and split skulls, and one person who just looks like they disintegrated into a bloody mist and pulp.
They said he asked how much time has passed since before we arrive.
You're like as you finish up the fight, they're arriving.
Oh, okay.
So you're watching Elrid use the cloak of Griganok to clean his battle axe.
Oh.
You're watching with his nat 20 sleight of hand roll, just tying this guy basically from neck to toes.
Oh dear. I can clearly see how wounded they are. I think the more problematic thing is the fact that these two are bleeding out of their mouths, so I'm gonna handle that.
You might
That
want to
one?
scale them up.
Another tiny, please fix this.
Thorek,
Oh.
I think it's probably. Would you like to heal Elred and I heal Geordie?
Yeah,
I don't know if there's much point right this moment. They're all dead except for this one, and he's not going anywhere.
Geordie, we have figured out it's an assassin who's going around. He is not just killing my people, he's killing indiscreet. He's done so for the past couple of weeks. He just killed the opponent, the opposite.
Are there any that have died within the last minute that haven't like lost their head, basically?
Literally all. If you came in as the fight ended, that fight was less than 10 rounds. Literally all of them.
This man is unconscious. You do realize that, Tharek. He's not.
Yeah, do
ready.
we want to save another one, or at least save as many as we can?
The last
Are you-
one killed with
Do you,
Nurpril.
do you want to waste the 300 golds worth of diamonds on these?
Definitely not.
I certainly would not.
Specific reason.
Well, to be honest, keep this in mind, Thalrak. They rely on the whole idea that they are not slave traders. They just operate to make devices that may or may not be able to instantly turn you into a slave.
Alright, then not doing that, he just touches Eldred on the shoulder and casts Cure Wounds.
I just wanted to let you know.
Voltaire is glaring at Jordy, just like growling.
He does his work efficiently.
Are you still,
Maybe a bit too quick.
are you still looking injured?
I'm very injured.
Well, I just gave you 10, so I didn't know how much that would heal you.
I need another 32.
Jordy, I woke up to heal you.
Yeah, they got hurt a lot.
Jordy, 26 points of healing to you, Jordy.
Holy Jesus.
Also, just by the way, Jordy, I know you were probably getting used to not getting hit.
16 to you.
How'd that work for you, buddy?
I was messaging Riley, and I had mentioned it was really bad luck that Meta made literally all of them cast the one spell that doesn't have an attack or a save. It's just a guaranteed hit.
And it's a lower. I mean, they're casting it at a high level, but it's a lower level spell, and it's believable if that's something they would have learned.
Are you feeling better, Jordy?
Yeah, a little bit, yes. I'm at
My-
half health.
My apologies on this one. It seems that this would be a derivative of my bad choice. To be honest,
I'll start by saying we did make a sincere, genuine attempt not to kill anyone,
We
but they
did.
weren't having it.
that's kind
Did
of the
they
reason.
provoke you?
Yes,
very
they
much so.
actually did.
They attacked you first.
Well, they
Provoke
threatened
and
to
attack are
attack
two
us.
very different words.
You know what I meant. If they did not attack you first, you had no reason to attack them.
They
They
did
said-
threaten to attack us.
A
Well,
threat is
I
different than an attack.
You and I don't necessarily see eye to eye on everything, but Elrid was here. You can ask him. I'm giving you an honest account of what happened.
Elrid, did they attack you first?
No, they did not attack us, but they did threaten to kill us.
A threat is different than an attack. Until they acted upon it, they were just
Well-
talking at you.
Let's look at it this way. If we didn't get the first attack, the first initiative, we would be dead right now.
It's fine, my. Oh.
Uh-huh. It's fine. They just murdered some quaint merchants and that's
I
fine.
love how Alvin has been temporary mayor for like half a day, and it's already going dark for him. He's already like, this is the seedy underside of running a city. I gotta go clean up murders now. I'm covering shit up.
I think what's more important here is we did have the sense not to kill all of them, because this one's still alive, he's tied up, and we were about to interrogate him to see what he knows about the blood buckets, which clearly no longer matters, and this entire endeavor was a waste of time, so I don't even know why we're here anymore. Can we leave?
Oh,
Are
what
you
is he
going to apologize for killing all of this man's crew?
I'm not going to apologize for
Then you're
proactively-
not going anywhere.
Voltaire, these people are not exactly the cream of the crop, and I can't.
They
say
lent
I'm-
me a sending spell. They provide my initiative to make the play. Or have the play be performed.
Fair point.
And in exchange for that, you're going to let them get away with how many counts of forced servitude?
They just made the colors. The use is not up to them. In fact, and I want to take out one of mine, I could use this one right now.
Voltaire, do not do it.
Oh, but I so want to.
It's not worth it.
Elred grabs his axe and squares up to Voltaire.
No, Thalar's gonna put like a shoulder or a hand on Elrid's shoulder. No, don't.
I'd let him free within the minute.
Not. I don't wanna break up another fight.
Do we even... Now, here's the problem, Voltaire. Do we even have the key set to unlock them?
Well, they should be here.
They're magical.
That
Because-
too.
Because the first
It's a
one
touch.
didn't unlock so nicely. We had to shatter it rather than unlock it.
Wait, what? What are you talking about, Alvin?
The first person we ever freed from their forced slavery was the dwarf, who we absolutely hate because they immediately hated Bartholomew.
No, I got the key because I got her in exchange for taking out Salazar.
I thought we had to. I thought Meta had made us go to Bartholomew. We had to like, take her to Bartholomew so that he could break the collar off.
I don't remember.
I have no idea which one happened.
Because I remember us going to Bartholomew because we were like, Bartholomew knows magical stuff and smithing.
Oh
And
no,
so he
you
might
got
be
the
able to break
control
it.
stone. He had to break it off.
Yeah, we got the control stone. They never gave us a key.
Yeah,
so
the only
if we have the key,
yeah, you can only the person who put it on can remove it.
Okay, so
Or, you know,
now we
shattered
know
off.
exactly how it is.
It'd be so easy, though. Teach the little brat a lesson.
I love it. Just real quick. I feel like this needs to be said for the people watching. This is in character conflict. Goji and I are tight.
Yes.
I don't hate J Gates at all.
Just to clear that up, because there's been a lot of strife in the campaign in more than just one group lately. So I just want to make sure everybody knows. Goji and I are cool. Like, this is 100% in character.
And it's 100% happening right as we run out of time too.
Yeah, and I still love you, Ikarath. Having you and Doro together was a mistake.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
So thank you everyone for watching. We'll be back tomorrow with also some super freaking cool shit happening. I am excited about every storyline that every one of the parties is on right now because there's so much cool shit happening right now. For now, go watch PJ Mexican probably playing Call of Duty poorly. Tell him that if you do stick around to go in there, tell him that he should play with a riot shield because he hates that and it will be a great prank and he might just do it if enough people say it. So have a great day, everyone. Thank you so much.